Entering the Pat Mayo Experience.
Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, the Players Championship. Cut Sweat Live, the way that we're looking at it right now, -2 is the favorite to play the weekend, but -1 is not dead yet, folks, because when we were doing this like half an hour ago and Geoff and I were talking about it, it was like T77, T76. Right now, as we stand on, who's this right here? Rory tapping it in. I assume that's for par because Rory doesn't make birdies anymore. Oh, it is for birdie, and easy to get to -7, too. The -1s right now are at T70, so the cut's actually been pushed back to -1, which would just be utterly fantastic for a lot of my lineups. Let's bring in Geoff Fienberg. He is sitting here next to me, sweating everything. How you doing?
I'm a little annoyed at Fleetwood's tee shot on 12. Got a bad break.
Got a bad break?
Yeah, I know a lot of people might want him to fall back, but I don't. We're here to cut sweat, but I got a leader sweat, so that's where my brain is.
The leader. You got a lot of guys right now inside the top.
Fleetwood and Day, feeling pretty good about those. The ever-happening Luke List wager, and I always follow your bombs, so there's the Byung-hun.
Oh, yeah, the Byung-hun got Keimer on the go. Poulter's making a nice little run here. I wish Ben On could actually make a birdie outside of like 3 inches. That'd be nice.
His statistics are insane. I think his combined birdie putt count is at about 23 feet.
Well, I'm on Fantasy National right now, and I'm looking at like today's. He's actually not having that great of a day. He's not putting as poorly as you'd think, but he's the best player in the field off the tee so far. And he's only through 14 holes, and that being an aggregation stat. Remember, everyone out there, if you enjoy the Cut Show, to give the episode a like. That always goes a long way to helping keeping this free. We got a lot of minutes to fill here as the cut comes down. Who do you think the people out there are sweating? Because I'm big time sweating. I got Hideki on the go.
Xander, it's a big sweat.
Oh, I didn't even see Xander. Yeah, I have
one under. Chris Kirk's probably a big sweat.
Chris Kirk is a sweat for me. He's not a big sweat, but it looks like Louis is giving some
Justin
back.
Thomas.
Oh, I have Grayson Hideki in at -1, so I need the -1 for that.
I don't know.
But other than that...
You believing in that -1?
I mean, right now, by the Data Golf projections, let's look at it right here.
I'm not believing in it.
-2 has a 69% chance of being the cut. -1 is a 31% chance of being the cut. So that's great. What, Paul? Is Steam coming off? Oh, yeah, we should probably bring in Tim at some point. I totally forgot to bring him back in. Oh, Patrick Cantlay made a birdie. He had it to -1, double bogeyed to get it back, and now he's back to +2. He needs a big one here. My best lineup has Patrick Cantlay in it. Everyone else is safe, and it needs Cantlay to get there, and it's my best lineup right now in that $10. Although, if Im made a hole-in-one, by the way, so I'm kind of devastated that the old DraftKings rules don't apply. Do we have Tim on the line or not? You can't hear him? I'll send him a text to see. Get your ass back on here. Not sure if he's going to stay or not. Let's see.
I don't know. To the naked eye, the Data Golf projection seems pretty accurate.
I mean, the Data Golf projection had it at like 90%, like half an hour ago. Stuff changes. I mean, the course played significantly more difficult yesterday afternoon. If it plays difficult again, you could see the scores go backwards. And if we're thinking about it, like it's right at the number right now. So if anyone at -1 makes a birdie, it pushes it back up to -2. And we know that both ends, like coming in on the back 9 and starting out on the front 9, are going to be a lot easier.
There are... the majority of players have already either played, because your real scoring opportunities are on the beginnings of both 9s.
I would say the end. I mean, not 18, but 16, 17 are birdie holes.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You're what are you doing? We're live on air. You didn't even get the proper intro. Now he put himself back on mute. Good to go. All right, so let's bring in the third member of the team to help us sweat this down. Paul, you ready for it? It is a Tim Undergust.
Tim Undergust.
Not my name.
It is your name. If people are wondering why we're a bit scrambly here, because we just did a big football. So if people want to see a football free agency recap show, you can check that out tomorrow on the Pat Mayo Experience feed and the Draftkings YouTube channel. I hope Poulter makes this birdie. That would be fantastic. I bet you the people watching are a bit ahead of us because YouTube is on a delay. Nice not make Poulter, you jerk.
Yeah, we're probably like 80 seconds behind.
I would say we're close to like a minute behind. Like, Tim, what's happening on your screen right now?
Fleetwood is looking at a putt off the apron, but he hasn't hit it yet.
The
All right,
easiest hole on the course.
So,
the 12th,
so
playing easier than all
Tommy
the
is
par
lining
fives.
up his putt. That's where we're at right now. So if something devastating happens, people will be able to see it, react, then see our real-time reaction to it. So that's never fun. So don't blow it for us, Tim. Maybe even put your TV on pause for like 10 seconds.
Sure.
See, Fleetwood just hit his putt is what's going on. Looks like it's in.
It's the break.
It's
yeah! Yes! Come on, Tommy! Sorry.
Of course he made it. It's Friday.
You can go fuck yourself with this Tommy Fleetwood, by the way.
One and done.
No, I don't care. I hope you lose.
I know you do. And there's still
Played great last
Saturday.
week.
It's like Ricky Saturdays. The only thing is, I saw a lot in how he played on Sunday.
Okay. Like
And,
Sunday last week or Sunday this week? Are you from the future?
Sunday
Me
last
with
week,
the
as I
baby
said
as a
on
goal.
the show, and I'll agree it's because I'm an apologist for the guy, probably.
Okay.
But would you not say those Saturday afternoon last 4 or 5 group conditions, outside of like there was some horrible weather, they had to like restart somewhere, was probably like almost the hardest golf that guys had to play all year since the tournament since we actually got to 2019.
Yeah, we covered this on Monday's show.
Yeah, so
It was tough.
So he, outside of that horrible U.S. Open-esque conditions on that Saturday, it stuck out. But by no means, like I'm not like lapping anything.
It sounds like you're taking a
No,
victory
no,
lap
no,
here.
no,
Oh,
I'm
Ben,
not.
Ben Ann for lining up to miss a birdie.
0.00.
Learning up to miss a birdie putt. See, it's a bender. That's not a chance. Not a chance.
It's okay. He gets to add to his total putts made for the week with another inches.
Oh, Killer
wow.
Keith.
What an animal.
Tim, ever since you said you had never heard
What
of him
an
and that he had
animal.
no chance ever of winning, the guy has been unstoppable.
He wins a tournament. He is top American at Bay Hill. What swagger this guy stands over the ball.
Hold on. One of the running things from the day is Cameron Champ WD'd. He had a terrible round 1, WD'd in round 2 with a back injury. Tim, are you willing to take some credit here for ruining this poor kid's career?
No, I take no credit or responsibility. He played poorly. His back is sore. Whatever. He'll be fine by the time he tees it up again and be fine. He's a young guy. I'm not worried about anything. And anybody who is purely overreacting. They're not being serious.
Tim, are you sure there won't be a hole-in-one each day this week?
Yeah, that's really funny, isn't it?
So here's what we're looking at for cut sweat. So all the -2s look like they're all pretty safe. I think we can go on record and say that. That means like Grillo's good after having like a collapse on the back. Molinari's safe. Nick Taylor, Rogers, Eddie Pepperell's got it, and Harris English have both got it to -3 right now. These are the guys that if you want the -1 to come into play, it's all the guys at -3 you need to start making some big numbers. So you have like Adam Long still on the course. He still has 5 holes to play. Cam Smith, Billy Horschel, Bryce Garnett, who's just saving himself with his putter right now. Dustin Johnson, Ollie, who's a gas can, and there's a ton of water, so that's good news. Harris English, and Eddie Pepperell. So those are the guys that you really have to watch out for at -3 that you need, or that you need to basically go bogey or find the water somewhere and make it double. And then you have all
What's
these.
the cut? It's a major, so is the top 10 within 10 strokes also make the cut?
That's not a thing, by the way.
It is at Augusta.
I think they
In the
changed that. Didn't they change
They changed it at the U.S. Open. It's a thing at Augusta, but it never really comes into play. And it's top 70 in ties for this event. So you have no idea what the cut is here, do you? On a cut sweat show. I'm going to take your silence as you have no
I was
idea.
making it funny.
What's that?
Making it funny.
You're just confusing people. I'm trying to explain what the cut is and what needs to happen, and you're out here fucking around. Yeah, the cut is currently at -2. One person drops back, it's back to -1. So the guys at -1 right now still on the course that could move the cut up and really kind of pad it for -2. Louis is out there. Rose right now with his chip on this par 5. If he gets it close, he could push it up and make it T72.
I think he already got it.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, so he did.
Oh.
My
Sorry,
screen
because I'm
just
just
updated.
seeing the.
Are we
video.
going to do this in real time for us or not?
I'm just confused. I'm trying to get my equilibrium here because that was surprisingly delayed even from the TV because the scoreboard had that for like a couple minutes. That's all.
Well, which one are we going off of? We're going to go off the TV, which we're watching, and people
Yes,
can
we
watch
have
along
to-
with us, or are you going to be like 5 minutes ahead of me?
We're looking at the same leaderboard track. I'm with you.
Are you? Because
I'm
it doesn't
with ya.
seem like you are.
There are a lot of big names. Bryson, Rose, Justin Thomas hovering that cut line.
I could use Justin Thomas and Bryson just to go away. I could use Mark Leishman to go away. I just... If the cut is going to be -2, and that's what it's looking at right now, and I have so much Hideki, I had a ton of Casey, that for the remaining lineups that I have left, if it's going to be -1 and I lose Hideki, I lose Grace. I need Rose to make it somehow. Here you go, Tim.
Oh,
Phil's in a walk in the park today, man. You know,
What is he on? African Lion Safari here?
He
+6. What a day.
He deserves his defeated results when he pretty much played a defeated man as it pertained to this event for essentially, what, a month?
Yeah.
And then he got bullied into playing somehow?
How do you feel about, not only did Phil get bullied into playing this event, Tim, he's a part of this, like, scandal.
No, he's not a part of it. That is all fake news.
I don't
Apparently,
know.
what I'm reading, he hired the legitimate side of that company to do analysis for universities for his children. So again, this is just a drive-by smear and has absolutely no basis in reality.
It wasn't drive-by. He put it out there.
No, but then to say, oh, well, he's obviously connected to the scandal is asinine. He's not connected to the scandal.
No one's surprised.
Phil is busy paying for other kids he doesn't
My
know.
parents paid
Doesn't-
so I could go, like, because I was in that double cohort. So I like took.
with me, I was in that too.
So I took like an English OAC, like offsite.
I don't even know what that means.
There's some of these like I took like 2 credits that I was gonna struggle at my school, at like a private school, which essentially may have gotten me my grade to get into Western.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of these things are kind of odd. Like, I could see like trying to buy your way into Harvard or Yale, but like, didn't someone buy their way into like USC?
A bunch
Yeah,
of
I
people.
would pay money not to go to USC.
It just, do you really, like, how bad are you at school that you have to buy your way into USC? Is it like an elite university?
Certain
I didn't think-
programs.
I'm sure the film school is tough to get into.
Certain programs.
But
are
is that really
probably
based on like how
tough.
good your math score is?
Here's the thing: the USC girls. I mean, they were like there were different packages. Like it seemed like William H. Macy and Felicity.
Can Brian Harmon go away? Tim, can you say
Harmon?
something nice about Brian Harmon?
I have long liked Brian Harmon. I'm a big fan
like
of his.
that? Like William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman only like had the proctor do the test. That was like the simple 15K. It seems like the other, like the Full House Aunt Becky paid for the full, like she's in crew and a lot of other mischievous things.
Slovakia's own Rory Sabantini rolling in giant putts with a neon green ball.
How awesome would it have been if the feds showed up at Phil's place?
Again. Did you see this?
He
This
was
is the
unindicted in the other thing. And I don't understand why you feel like it's necessary to take whacks at the poor guy. I thought you were over this now.
No, I'm
It's all a part
I
of the new
actually really
Phil
like
mystique.
him.
I like that he said he didn't want to play
a
this
year
tournament.
ago.
He's sucking anyway.
A year ago this week is when he unveiled the button up.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, no, not like a year
Players
ago.
Week
The
last-
players a year ago.
So this is the
Yeah,
best.
I mean, look,
This is the best. I'm about
He
to read.
hit it
Hold
from
on.
the safari to there.
I'm about to retweet something from yesterday because this is the greatest tweet of all time. Did you see this, Jeff? Phil is looking more and more like Amy Alscott. Difference is she's won a U.S. Open.
yeah. Listen, he skipped the U.S. Open that he probably won.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he was going to win for sure.
Poulter, Pat.
Yeah, that would be nice. If Poulter can get this going, maybe Ben Ann can make a putt from beyond like 2 feet.
Well, if Poulter's in contention at the Players, if we know his history, he will try not to win. That's what he does.
Listen,
Here.
I got money on
What
Poulter
a
this week to
freaking
win. I got
shot.
Poulter on the Masters to win. This is the year of Ian Poulter, Tim.
He's
All
not
your
winning
all
both.
your negativity around Ian Poulter is really going to come back to bite you
Well,
this
I don't
year.
like it when guys don't try to win tournaments. That bothers me.
Guys, don't try to win.
He didn't.
because
Here's
Poulter,
Players
like,
when he tried not to win.
what is he down, like 3 strokes?
Yeah, well, it actually worked out well because he needed those points
Yeah,
to get
to
his
get
tour,
into the-
to
yeah,
get his tour card
come
back,
on,
and he's really
man.
parlayed it back into like being elite in the world. He got
You're
back
get-
on the Ryder Cup team.
Yeah.
He got his PGA
He got his win with the Houston putt when he stared down Bo Hostler.
Beautiful Bo. How's our bet doing? Bo Hostler versus Jordan Spieth.
Firstly, that bet we never made because we
Oh.
couldn't agree to terms. But how's Tiger versus Spieth?
It's tied.
Well, they're all tied at this point.
I was trying to watch. Okay, here's what I don't understand about the cover.
I'd be tempted for a Hostler versus Spieth, but Spieth is going to play everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
like everywhere.
You know what's really sad about Spieth? I'm just looking to.
What's really
I'm
sad-
looking at Fantasy National right now. Spieth was the best putter in the field today.
That's vomit.
He gained almost 5 strokes
That's actually
putting
good.
and
Then.
still missed
That's a
the
good
cut.
sign.
It's not a good sign when he's -1 off the tee, -1 on approach,
Rory's-
-1 around the
How
green.
short is this putt?
Oh, he'll probably miss.
I don't know, like
Oh,
2 feet.
geez, Rory's-
This is classic. I mean, Rory putts like Ben Ann, so this is probably a miss, I'm guessing. I think it's for 3 in a row, though.
Yeah, Rory's taking advantage of this scoring part here.
That's your guy here, Tim. Rory.
He's getting lucky. He's nothing here. He's just lucky.
Is Tim talking? Is Tim still there?
yeah,
I
I
said
don't
he just
know.
got lucky on that one.
I don't
That's
know
all.
if he's being genuine or just, luck sacking his situation.
Let's check back in with the cut, see what's going on down there. No real big movers yet. We have some guys like coming into the house. Like Corey Connors is on 17 right now. Like he's about to tee off on 17. He's at -2. You get a bogey from him. You help the cut out a little bit because it's at, man, it went from T70 to T76 super quick. And -2 being very high up in the percentages. This isn't looking...
I see that Justin Thomas is so upset about Wyndham Clark being disqualified that he's decided not to show up in this tournament.
I'm good with Justin Thomas not showing up here. Let's see where this goes. Did you actually put your thing on pause or like we behind? Because Jeff's trying to cheat by looking at it.
No, I put it on pause. I mean, I don't know the exact instant you are at, but I did put it on pause.
Well, Justin Thomas just hit his ball past the hole on 12. He'll have an eagle putt upcoming.
To get
just
inside
saying.
the cut line.
Like it just cut to Q. Is
This is
Keith?
Keith.
It's
Yeah,
Keith
he
Mitchell again?
stuck his par 3 shot after the eagle putt.
Kill it, Keith. What are Kill it Keith's live odds here? Keith Mitchell.
Oh,
That's
man.
Cameron. Oh, Kill it, Keith. They're giving him some respect. He's 33-1 right now.
Well, yeah, he won a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but you would
He was 100-1 this week. If,
Well,
like
yeah,
you
that's-
said, his name was Keith Maverick Mitchell.
Yeah, or Turbo Mitchell. Turbo Mitchell, he would have been 50-1.
For him to be 100-1 after a win and, how he placed.
What do we think here? Ben Ann, 8 feet for eagle, and then he'll miss the eagle putt? That's a low burner. It looks like the wind's picking up.
I'm nervous. Uh-oh.
You can't be
Okay, it's fine.
You can't be nervous on every
That's
shot.
not a great shot.
Hey, it's not in the water. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's not like in that tree because Kisner was in there earlier. Pretty much
only
cost you
Jim
a shot.
Furyk hit it in the trees. Jim Furyk, real chance to win this tournament.
Yeah, he actually does. He's playing incredibly well. He's a part of that team where I needed Cantlay to come through. I have Kisner and Jim Furyk on it. Who did you actually enter my contest? Because I went looking for your team and I couldn't find it.
Most certainly did.
How's it doing?
Not well since I have Appy Barnrat.
You have Appy Barnett. Did you have Paul Casey as well?
I have Casey.
Pretty sure. Let me pull up my team. I haven't looked at it since I said I didn't even tinker. I just liked the team.
Just like the team so
Did
much.
you see Drewby was taking like 3.5, 4-1 to anyone bet him that any lineup they wanted would go 6 for 6?
What do you mean?
Like he wanted to take your action. Like you think your lineup's going 6 for 6. He'd have given you like 3.5, 4-1 on it.
I am currently in 4503 place.
Of 5,000? So what is this team?
I'm opening it up now, live. I got McIlroy, Koepka, Holmes, Glover, Casey, Appy Barnrat.
You have a potential 1 of 6 on your hands there, sir.
Yeah, it's not good.
At least Rory's doing all right. Oh, Connor's almost put it into the water.
I'm glad that Holmes is doing poorly because there'd be nothing worse on a Sunday than having to watch the players and for JB Holmes to be involved. It's like all the worst things imaginable coming together.
Why did you pick JB Holmes for your team then?
Because I thought he would play well, nevertheless.
You thought that just the universe was going to scorn you by having JB Holmes in the final group of the tournament that you hate the most?
Not just me, all golf fans.
Oh, so
compelled.
Here is something bad that just happened. If you are rooting for -1, it looks like Peter Uihlein did make birdie on 18, but he's playing the back 9 first. I thought he was done for the day. So
Fake news.
Well, he did make birdie. He has 9 holes left.
Oh my God.
Are you just going to be a stress bag every time Fleetwood hits a shot?
No, when the flirts with water, I will.
Well, he needs to come back a little bit. Don't need to make things fair.
You don't understand. Rory's about to birdie out today.
Fleetwood had that stupid chip in for eagle earlier. Fleetwood's luck might be running dry here.
Well, Ben Ann's.
See, listen, I have money on Ben Ann. Terrible shot. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
He has a better chance of chipping that in than he did from hitting it 16 feet on the green.
I agree. I'm okay. It's just when the trajectory that the shot tracer has you going down the water line, I'll get nervous.
Hey, JT's got it to -1. He's right on the fringe there.
I'll get nervous, Pat. I wanted them to show. Oh, this is what I was asking for them to show us. Thank you.
The Poulter? I don't want to click on the live chat for the YouTube page, so I'm sure this is spoiled for me. I just want it to go in.
That looks nice.
Looks all right.
Yeah,
Ian! Sir Ian Tim!
Yeah,
Very
whatever.
fine.
I'm not a big fan
Very
of his.
very fancy. Very fancy.
He's a gentleman.
Even to par out and get number 9.
It'll be good. Your anti Poulter hate is fueling him to the top of the leaderboard.
Grace
I love this.
almost-
I don't like any of the Englishmen in the draw here.
Yeah, why do you?
But,
It really shocks me that you hate all the Brits.
No, I don't hate them all. I like Rory McIlroy.
He's not really a Brit. He's wavers between Northern and regular.
He
Irish.
likes Matthew Fitzpatrick.
That is true. You do love Matthew Fitzpatrick.
I got nothing against. I actually do have stuff against Justin.
Yeah, you hate Justin Rose. He stole Phil's U.S. Open.
Well, no, it wasn't much fit. Well, yes, he did. Let's not rehash my various grievances. I got nothing against Paul
Ian
Casey.
Woosnam, what?
Yeah, you have nothing against Paul Casey. Great.
Don't get me started about Ian Woosnam.
Oh man, Sergio's not playing well. I could use Sergio to be playing better here. He's at -3. He's not doing all that much. Bryce,
Well, maybe
what's
he
that?
could take a few divots out of the green, and it would just be another sand trap at a Pete Dye course.
I think Xander bogeyed a par 5.
Well, we had Bryson and Billy Horschel both made birdie. They both got it to 3 under, as did Adam Long. Fortunately, Patton Kizzire is coming down the home stretch here, and that's always good for a few bogeys, as someone who's had money on Patton Kizzire in the past. If he misses the green, he ain't getting it up and down.
Do you know who's got it? I mean, the Tiger quad today is killer, but I saw Finau has gone in the water on 3 par 5s.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Tommy's even on there. I know he chipped in for eagle on
No, Finau.
the second hole. No, but even
Oh.
Fleetwood, he's plus. He bogeyed number 9 and he parred number 11, so he's not playing the par 5s well today either.
Today, but he can still get 16.
Just as a brief look in to see who's been playing really well as of this round, Rahm is destroying the field in strokes gained approach. He's 4.1 already so far today.
And he's still got a lot of holes to play.
I believe he has 8 holes left to play. They're on the par 5 right now. So that's super impressive from him. What are his live numbers? I assume they're super short because it's John Rahm. The other one, the other few guys that really killed it in approach today, I'm just on the Fantasy National leaderboard here right now. Do you know who's gained the most strokes approach gain total for anyone this week? Look at that.
Furyk?
No, Taylor Gooch, who's currently at even. He's lost 3.5 strokes off the tee as stroke putting and 2 strokes around the green, but he's just crushing his irons. But for today, it was
Answer?
What's that? John Rahm. No, Answer's getting a ton off the tee. So it's Rahm, Keimer, Fowler, JT Poston, Luke List, Adam Long, Siwoo Kim, Jim Furyk. That's the top of your strokes gained approach leaderboard for the day. Right now, you can still get in on Siwoo Kim at 250 to 1. And if you have access to each way odds, you can get that with the top 5 each way, which is pretty spicy. I re-upped because I only got him at 75
It's
to begin the week.
I mean, minus the elites that are charging, it's a kind of a crafty grinders leaderboard as you sort of wily vets or breakthrough names,
As
right?
Paul pointed out, if you, I actually have a model saved for just Pete Dye courses. That this is the Pete Dye special here. This is this is essentially the heritage leaderboard, isn't it?
Oh, he's got a par? Disaster.
Man, he's not making that. See you later, Benny. But you have
cash that T5 on Sunday for us, will ya?
T6.
T6.
T6
Oh, yeah,
this
they
week. They
just
gave
did
us the
that.
extra, the extra replacement spot. But just look at these Harmon, Furyk, Poulter, Kisner, Day, Ann, Luke List, Vaughn Taylor. These are all Pete Dye crappy course specialists.
Yeah, even going down
Russell-
a little.
Russell
yeah,
Knox.
even going down a little lower.
Day won a major at a Pete Dye course.
He did. That one's a bit different.
He was in the fairway with an iron, man.
Yeah, sometimes you don't hit the perfect shot.
Fine, so make a par.
Oh, here's your buddy. How's your bet on Chesson Hadley doing?
I got no bet on Chesson Hadley.
You don't have a secret bet on Chesson Hadley?
Nope.
Well, he's making putts now.
Nope.
See, that's a good situation
Didn't
for him
even
to
roster him. You scared me straight.
I would think that 17 is the optimal hole for Chesson Hadley because there's no place where you can really get it up and down. You're either in the water or you're putting. That's perfect news for him because he could 8-chip from there.
The problem is Tommy's only on 14, and I just want him to be done.
Why? He has a par 5 and 17 coming up. You can make some hay here. He can go post. If he ends up saving par here, let's say, and he ends up -12 through 14, he can stretch this to -14. Realistically.
Five is 16 is the shortest one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
16 is the easy one. Let's see how that's hanging.
Well, just not in water, please.
They refuse to show us where that ball.
I think they don't know where it went. I guess it's in the bunker. They don't know. If they don't know, I don't know how I'm supposed to know. It's somewhere on the course. Is that in the middle of the fairway? Or is that someone else's ball?
Yeah. Hanging back on the fairway, maybe?
Yes, so he's got an up and down here. Maybe he can just go full Ben Ann like on the last hole.
Well, he's better than that.
Give
but
himself
this
6 feet
is,
and miss it.
This is like a 40-yard up and down.
It should be pretty doable for him. He's been locked in all week. He's probably going to chip it in. What are the odds on that?
I'm not. I don't get involved in this thing.
Dustin's just plodding along.
Yeah, Dustin's plodding, but
I think Dustin had this. Dustin was on one of the par fives. That's a terrible chip.
yeah, he sort of fluffed his chip. I saw that earlier today. He's going to Tampa next week.
He's playing Valspar?
Yes.
That's interesting.
What's he doing there?
You have to play each
He's
of the
so good
events
at these-
once every 4 years.
Oh, well,
Or you get like penalized as a way to expand some of these tournaments.
that's like,
Who else is playing in the Valspar?
well, we'll have our staples.
Hadwin, who's been playing terribly.
I assume Grace could be a sneaky play. Missed the cut. I hope he.
I don't want him to miss the cut, but it looks like he's gonna. He was 4 over at one point.
I'm
yesterday.
saying he could be a sneaky little guy for Valspar.
Yeah,
Is Casey obviously defending champ? Tiger played last year. I don't know if he's.
I have
going
my
back.
doubts.
Yeah.
John Rahm's in the field next week too.
What is this?
Cabrera Bello, Casey, Jason Day, Sergio,
Whoa.
Hadwin, Grace,
Fleetwood,
Glover,
I think too.
Norin, Oosthuizen. Oh, Danny Willett's playing there. Bubba Watson's playing. That is not a good course for him. Webb Simpson, Schwartzel is a champion there. Kisner, Dustin, Zach, Rahm, Shez, Patrick Reed. It's not a bad field.
Is this an eagle putt for Serge or a long birdie?
I believe this is an eagle putt for Serge.
Slow down, friend.
That's no gimme for Sergio. Just need him to make some cheapies here. Just make some cheap birdies, Sergio. Get yourself through it like -5 and see what the weekend has in forward with you. Oh, here we go.
Hey, it's Bo Haas.
Beautiful Bo. What is Hostler at? I assume
Even.
he's on
struggling.
17 if they're showing him, yeah. +2 for the round.
So it's like nicer in the water or just the obligatory, like we haven't shown a shot on 17 in the last
I feel like they
10
try
minutes.
to show as many, like I believe on
Is it the most overrated hole in golf?
I mean, it's probably the most known hole in golf now.
No, I don't think it's more known than the road hole.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
It is.
Road hole is the most famous
no,
hole in golf.
It is.
It's been around for 400 years.
They play it once every 6 years.
But it's still it's probably been
Tim,
played more
as
times than-
evidenced by your fucking terrible ice cream rankings from the other day, you don't have a fucking clue what people know.
He doesn't have a clue.
The
Spin!
road hole is the most iconic hole in golf.
It's not what's the most iconic, it's what's the most well known.
Yeah,
I bet
that
you more
wasn't the
people know number
question.
17.
Tim, you're changing the game. Pat,
That's
yeah.
what iconic means,
But
is well known and idolized.
All these people, Pat, that like have become golf fans, like you can take
Azalea
credit. You
is
can take
more
credit
known.
for it.
It's not.
Or
Which hole is Azalea right now? Paul, what hole is Azalea? What hole is Azalea at the Masters? What hole? I don't know. No idea. What's the famous hole at the Players?
17. Azalea is 12 at the Masters.
Yeah, the Island Green. See, people just know the Island Green. It sticks
Yeah.
out in people's minds.
People grew up playing Tiger Woods golf.
That is very smart too. That's
So-
something you're overlooking here, Tim.
The other thing is
that TPC Sawgrass was in Tiger Woods growing up.
the road hole also
and the
was.
Masters
St. Andrews
wasn't for the
was.
longest time.
Oh, the road hole was. But all these people, these like DFS newbies, they've never even seen the road hole played once.
No, when they go to St. Andrews for the first time, they won't understand how it's a par 4 and nobody makes a birdie ever there.
Sure, by just through osmosis of them not understanding that means it cannot be the most known hole, Tim.
It is. It is golf's most iconic hole.
I would say they might even know like the famous like fancy par 3s at Pebble more than the road hole.
Nah,
Like the postage stamp.
I'd say 10 at Riviera is pretty famous.
Dustin makes a nice birdie, lingering,
Yeah, the Poker Pro Eric in the chat says that number 18 at Pebble is probably the one that people know.
Sure, I'm just okay.
Yeah, they're
fair.
church pews at Oakmont.
No, people don't fucking know Oakmont.
I'm gonna
Tim.
drive him nuts. I'm gonna drive him nuts. The 16th in Phoenix is more is more
Yeah,
famous than
that's
the road
probably
hole.
true.
Triggered.
That just shows you how far golf is deteriorating. That is considered more popular than the, of course, has been played on. Old Tom Morris played there, for God's sakes.
Could you even pick old Tom Morris out of a lineup, you fucking fraud?
I could.
No, you couldn't. I can't believe Tim bought a car to drive to work. I just assume he goes to work every day on either some sort of steam-powered device or a hot air balloon. That's how I imagine.
Showing a little bit of respect for a golf hole, which 400 years later...
Again, not the fucking question. Do you even listen or not? See, there's Sergio. Classic Sergio.
Classic Sergio.
What is the most known right now? It's not at courses that they don't go to every single year. It can't be.
Sure it can.
How can it?
Because it's so well known. It's been around for hundreds of years. I'm starting to sound like that guy from the Master. We've been here for trillions of years. But anyway, it is significantly. I mean, you're hitting it over the town. There's nothing more famous. There's probably no more famous shot in golf than the tee shot off 17 at St. Andrews.
Would you say that's the case, Jeff? No more famous shot in golf than that. That people would just, hey, give me a famous shot. That's the one that would come to the top of people's minds. No, absolutely not.
No, it's actually a pretty boring shot.
That or 18
visually.
at Augusta.
18 at Augusta is very underwhelming.
That tee shot is very, very.
No, I would say that you were right about the most famous hole at Augusta. It's probably number 12. Which one's the par 5? 13?
Well, 13's a par 5, and
13.
So
then 13, the one where Phil was in the pine straw, the one
That's
that's the dog leg left.
yeah, I believe that's Golden. That's Flowery Peak.
No one gives a shit about the names, Tim.
Okay, well, I do.
Yeah, like the water bed kind of right in front of the green, Rays Creek, right?
No, Race Creek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Race Creek goes, in front of 12 and down 11, the tributary, and up 13.
So we got -1 back up to T75 for the moment. And we have losers like Scott Stallings, Austin Cook, Seungjae M. I just almost, oh my God, is Seungjae in the water? Oh, no, he's not. Okay, Seungjae is on the par 5. He's on the green and 2, but he has 64 feet. Just hit it close, tap in for birdie, don't go in the water on 17 or 18, and we're through here. He's got those hole-in-one points, and I need those for the weekend.
I assume there would be an MDF in theory if it was needed here.
Rory looks so
if it's
beautiful.
-2, then no, there is no MDF.
Okay, because I know, the big at the majors, of course, those don't exist.
I don't know. You know what? That is a very good question. Is there an MDF at the Players?
Yes, because didn't Rom go from leader to MDF
you're right.
like 2
there
years
is one.
ago?
Yeah, if more than 78 people make it. Oh, we got to show Phil. He's only +6.
These are the last shots they're going to have a chance to show up.
Phil wishes he could withdraw.
He should withdraw.
They're going to show Phil play 17 and
But I mean, these are the last holes. This is it for them, right? So
yeah, but we need
you're going to see Phil because Phil's out there with Rory, who they're going to almost show every shot of coming home because he's on a heater.
Our cut guys right now. Oh, Keith Mitchell for par. That's not good. No, we just got another one back. Louis.
Keith Mitchell is an animal.
Let's see here. Scott Piercy. Oh,
I got too much.
Penn is. I wish they wouldn't show him.
I got too much Grillo.
Too much Grillo is going to make the cut. Piercy has 13 feet for birdie to get himself to -2 with 2 holes to go, and he has a par 5 remaining. So that would be suboptimal. Man. And we have Bubba Watson with 7 feet for birdie on number 12. I think it says he's already played number 12, so I guess he's already birdied it. Tim, your boy Harman from long distance.
Harman shaved the lid.
Do you think that he reverse Samsoned it? He cut the hair and now he's great?
He's always been good.
Oh, do you are you going to watch Faraday with Bryson?
I'm not against it.
I mean,
I'm sure it'll.
Can you just say that you're not going to root for Cameron Champ anymore? Because the moment you said you weren't going to root for Bryson, he started winning events.
Yeah, nothing. That's true, but I don't think that had anything to do with me.
I think it did.
Oh, look, the pin is out for Bryson.
Yeah, I wonder why.
because he was terrible with it in.
That's actually
Because
not
it's
true.
not-
He led when he putted with it at the Tournament of Champions. He led the field in strokes gained
Yeah,
putting.
that was a fluky tournament. That didn't mean anything, obviously.
Why didn't that mean anything?
Because one tournament does not, make. There's not enough of a sample size. That, I'm going to putt with the stick in every time like a loser.
But most people are now putting with the pin in. Look here.
I'm aware. It's an
Here we go.
advantage.
Ian Poulter, pin in.
Ian James to get to
I get
10.
it. It's an advantage. It's wrong, but they do it.
I just need Tim's hate to fuel Ian Poulter putts.
Well, again, Poulter's
good-looking
another.
putt.
Oh, that
It's a
looks
good-looking
real
putt.
good.
Poulter, here we go.
That looks real good.
I think. I mean, a Poulter Fleetwood.
Do you want to know? Hold on. Do you want to know how long has Poulter been wearing a man's visor?
Oh, the high crown?
Man, do I love a high crown.
He's not tailoring his hair through the visor anymore either. He just
Those
kinda-
were obnoxious pictures.
I love
but we
it.
all
I
have
love
our,
them.
we all have our past.
Tim doesn't.
Spiked frosted tips.
Tim doesn't have the spike frosted tip visor look.
I
No, I do not.
could DJ driving the 12th.
Didn't quite get it there. Oh, Tim, your other buddy How Tong is having a rough go of it.
Yeah, I kind of like how Tong leaving. This is just not his tournament, I guess. Sorry, he'll be better at Augusta.
Oh, here's something that's not good. Trey Mullenix, who I had towards the back end of like 2 lineups out of 20. He's now +3 for the day.
Brian Gay on a miracle, eh?
I mean, what is he like? +20 strokes game putting. I hate Brian Gay, by the way. The guy screws me in head-to-head matchups because he just gets unconscious with the putter.
He's 600 today. He's the guy that's made a real charge. Probably wasn't very owned. I certainly didn't.
Well, he's -2 overall. He's someone we need to drop back. What's Seungjae here? Seungjae has it 7 feet for birdie on 16 for Seungjae to get himself to -3. I would appreciate that.
Well,
Get
the
some
last
safety
South
in there.
Korean on 16 screwed me.
Ben An?
Yeah, and I like them all this week. I think the only one I didn't invest in is Sung Kang.
He was hot fire.
He's-
until the very end.
Oh, he blew it?
Yeah, he bogeyed the
Oh,
final
yeah.
par 5.
He's sort of, okay, yeah. He fell at least. He pulled like a list. How great was it that list, didn't do what he did last Friday from 7 to 2?
Yes, that was great.
He went from 7 to 5. He made that great eagle. You felt like, okay, we're whole.
T74 right now for the -1, so it's still within range here. We need Nick Watney, Scott Stallings, Uline, Seamus Power. Seamus Power just made a birdie on the second hole.
Do you have an update on the data golf?
Yeah, I can
They
go
might be still in that high 60s, 70s by now. As
-2 on Data Golf right now.
Sergio got the
Projections-
green, Pat.
Get some roll, get some roll. That's a 3-putt for Sergio coming up. It's almost 80%, -2. But 80% is not 100%, Jeff. That's good news.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, there is. That's the whole thing. But there's a lot of if people could not hear Paul, there is a lot of losers at the cut line.
Well, that's true of almost any tournament.
Yeah, but this is one of the strongest fields. This is probably, I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Rory's playing well, but
Rory's been playing well for a month.
I know it's frustrating.
So, when he's on his game, he's amongst the best, if not the best golfer in the world.
Even when he's not on his game, he is so good because he has so many parts. Yes, his putter abandons him, but he's not like Jordan, who can only be a luck sack putter and greenside chipper to win tournaments.
Oh, Cameron Smith is
Fell back?
Oh no, he's got a birdie putt upcoming from 10 feet.
But here's the standard Rory putt. For birdie on the par 5, what are we looking at? 5, 6, 7 feet?
Well, we have Matt Wallace, who's currently at -2. He has 2 holes left. He's currently on the par 3 8th. He is in the intermediate rough, 50 feet from the hole off the green. So that could be a bogey to push us back. We need these -2s to start making as many bogeys as possible.
Yeah, Kirk and Gay still have the par 5 9th though to finish.
Is Kirk at -2? Or is he at -1?
Rory.
That's the same putt that Sergio just missed, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe a little farther, to be honest.
Seungjae did not make his putt. He missed from 7 feet.
Okay, so he's just got to, that'll be...
Don't put it in the water.
There's a lot of stressors. Did you mention Long going backwards?
Oh, is Long? He was at -3.
Yeah, I'm seeing a 2 being recorded for him.
Okay. Answer
Abe
for Eagle.
Answer.
The Mexican Allen Iverson's looking good. Putting with the pin in, Tim.
Keeping his
Yeah,
composure,
right.
playing with Ollie. Oh.
Well, Ollie was one of those people that was around the cut line. He's at -3 right now. But they don't have a par 5 again till the end. Cam Smith made his birdie putt from 10 feet.
Kuchar missed about a 4-footer there for birdie.
He almost left it longer than he had.
Do you have any experience with that?
Of course, we all do.
Yeah, come on. Certainly not throwing a stone for the 3-putt.
All right, here we got Seungjae live on the screen.
Oh, dear God.
Don't put it in the water. Don't put it in the water. Don't put it in the water. Just be cool. Be cool, Seungjae. Be the coolest guy on the course. He already has 1 hole in 1 today. Maybe making 2. That'd be nice. It's a really pronounced swing, isn't it? All right.
Bye.
See you later in the fucking water. Ugh. That's so devastating. You never heard of spin, Seungjae? Jesus.
He flew it too far back there.
Now that's a sucker pin. You can't be going for that pin.
What was Tiger trying to do on his second after he put it in the water? Was he trying to spin it to like 1 inch and just got too clever with it?
I don't know what that was. I never understand
Seungjae,
it.
you're killing me, pal.
Steele, I think, just fell outside the cut.
Well, that's good news. Well, Seungjae is about to bring it back down too.
Oh,
Maybe in the best case scenario, he can make double here. He can get himself birdie on 18, get to -1, and protect the -1 at all costs.
You can still make a bogey.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You don't see a ton of them.
Well, okay, but you said best case. I mean,
Best case.
Well, best case, you can hold it in from the drop zone.
Yeah.
okay, but that's very, very unlikely.
You don't see a whole bunch of 4s being made at 17 after hitting it into the
Oh, what's Rom got? Looks pretty awkward.
I think he just has to go sideways here.
I just
John
want to
Rahm
see him.
John
I'm not
Rahm doesn't-
invested. I want to see him just get angry.
He doesn't strike me as the type who's gonna not go at it.
He didn't.
He still has a putt at it.
Yeah.
What, 15, 20
Yeah,
feet?
but I don't think he didn't have a line at the pin.
Yeah. No, he took it on. He's got a 20-footer for birdie.
All right, Matt Wallace got that up and down close. He got it to 3 feet, so he should make that. We have Corey Connors is now in at -2.
See,
Have they
I'm
penalized
not worried
anyone?
about this Fleetwood shot.
So, yeah, Brian Gay has 7
little
feet for
worried.
par on number 8. So he's someone that we need to be paying attention to because he's at -2 right now, and the par 5s aren't a gimme for him
No,
because he doesn't have the distance off the tee.
Hour, the par 5s, I think everything's getting a little more difficult. That kind of goes without saying. But I'm seeing some nice shots that just can't hold greens. Tommy just threw a nice one in. Couldn't hold the green.
And he's from the Seungjae school of spin. None.
He's from center fairway, so there should have been something.
Nick Watney has a par 5 coming up. Scott Stallings is like on the dirt outline.
I
on number
don't
10.
recognize Nick Watney, not in like that Nike get up. Most guys I can just adjust to anything. I can't seem to see him in anything but that Nike wear.
Was anybody else penalized today for assembling a club mid-round?
Did you see the interview that the rules official did with Faldo after that?
Oh, well, he should have been embarrassed with himself.
It was ridiculous. And Faldo, the guy explained, he's like, yeah, but like someone could be walking along with you with like 3 separate shafts and give it to you inside the ropes. Faldo goes, that's never happened.
Right. Didn't he say at one point, it's like, listen, so you're telling me that if they left the shaft back in the clubhouse rather than with him, and they put it together in the clubhouse and gave it to him, there'd have been no penalty. He was like, hamana.
Oh, you know what? Patrick Cantlay, 4 feet for birdie here to get it to even overall. He's got a chance, Jeff. Cantlay coming back to save the day, although I think Im officially blows me up, so it doesn't really work out all that great from my regard.
So not that it really matters, it's just me being annoyed, but Hideki started his tournament with like a 35-foot birdie putt.
So did Casey.
And then missed like 4 and 6 footers on the next 2 holes. Someone just stuck something.
Kirk just bogeyed to bring it to -1 as well. So
Not sure who that was, though.
that was the Abraham Answer.
Who
-1?
just put it to a foot?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. -1s are now T73, so we need 3 more guys to drop. You say it's happening? Brian Gay made his 8-footer to save par on 17. That's when we look back at it, we might need. Your teams are blown up?
But
Well,
4 or 6 is going to cash.
well, here, Paul, can I join this, see if we can screenshot me here? I'm going to
I mean,
join.
I'm now
What's that?
nearly 4,600th.
You're in what?
He's
4,600.
Oh, yeah, no one cares.
I do.
You're 1 of 6. No one gives a shit about your lineup.
Oh, that M is going to kill me too, Pat.
Maybe you can get it back.
Feel free doing it, and then I'll add it live.
Yes, I want to continue without audio because I don't need to be picking up like 8 times here. And I want to share my screen.
Oh, Kuchar just hit a gem on the drivable 12th, which has been playing easier than any of the par 5s today.
Wait, why is your screen on my screen?
There we go. See, I've overtaken Cust.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
You're looking at fantasynational.com, Tim, the live leaderboard.
Okay. How did you do? All right. I'm not going to ask.
You have no idea what's going on, do you?
None. Absolutely none. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I've now hacked into your computer. I'm gonna release your emails. You're like Hillary Clinton. You can't delete them fast enough.
Yeah, I'm going to go smash my server with some acid wash.
The screen is live. The screen is up on the screen right now. Yep. All right, so here's what we're looking at right now from the live leaderboard. I'm going to give people who are watching the show a little insight. You ready for this, Jeff?
Let's do it.
So this is the live leaderboard. You can find this from the main page. And oh man, I hope Ian Poulter puts this in. Not in the water, but in the hole. That would be nice. So this is the live leaderboard right now. You can switch around from like strokes gained total to just overall rank. But there's a little button here at the bottom. People don't know this, Jeff. It's been up there for a while, but we're officially going to go live with it. But for just people on the show, there's a little button right here on the screen that's just kind of blended in. You can't see it. It's called the secret room. And the secret room will open up all the contests that we've entered into it, and you can track to see how you're doing. Isn't that fun?
Is it like the red room?
Yeah, sort of. So let's say we want to look at who's doing well in the 250K, the $10 entry. Actually, we'll just open up my contest, the Pat Mayo Experience $15 entry. You can see my teams right now. I have 1 6 of 6 on the go. I have 1 5 of 6 on the go, and 1 4 of 6 on the go. And these are the players that I have. And you can see the overall right now, the percentage. 3% of people in the Pat Mayo Experience Open have a 6 of 6 lineup. 17% have a 5 of 6. 34% have a 4 of 6. And you can just check out your team to see how it's doing. I have a feeling my 6 of 6 is going to last.
3 of 6 is going to pay? No, that won't work.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. The numbers seemed quite small.
I mean, a 3 of 6 theoretically could pay if you had 1, 2, and 3 on the leaderboard. But we have 34% of the field with 4 of 6 right now, and we have 17% at 5 of 6. Just the 6 of 6 percentage is down. So these are my lineups that I'm going through. If Kirk can get it back, I'll have a 6 of 6. And if Im can somehow save himself, I could have 2 6 of 6s. Matsuyama and Casey have really made me look foolish in this, though. But this is just it's a cool page to go into track. You can track the lineups that are ahead of you as well. There are 43 6 of 6 lineups ahead of me. There's a 4 3 of 6 lineups ahead of me somehow.
It's sort of like the champagne room. There's so much.
Little bit.
going
Let's
on.
check in to see what's going on in the $10 right now.
That was the big one they made this
See
week.
how I'm doing here. I have currently two of 21 6 of 6 lineups. It's not great. Not great, Jeff. Although I think that would put. We'll see what the overall 6 of 6 is here.
Is this what they call Chrome casting?
No.
Oh my god.
I see you're on Chrome, right? Oh no, you're on Firefox.
I don't know what he's talking about. You got real issues, pal.
Timmy's got an awkward chip because he's right at the sprinkler head.
Does he have his 3-wood out here?
I don't know. Jeez, I'm nervous now.
He's winning by 2 shots. And it's Friday.
Slow down.
He's not going to miss the cut. Don't worry about it. Right now in the, it looks like there's a weird duplication going on here, but if right now in the $10, less than 5% of people have 6 of 6 lineups, and around 19% have around 5 of 6 lineups. So if you have a really good, Pat Mayo, current winning 60, net loss $150. Great week for me so far. I bet you both my 6 of 6s are tied to Seungjae. Yeah, there's 1, Where's my other 6 of
Pep
6?
rolls to 4. So
Oh, this one's actually not bad. Poulter, List, Fowler, Woodland, Rose, Matt, Kuchar. That would be fine. I can get through with my 1 6 of 6.
Say that one more
and be
time.
on my way.
Poulter, Woodland, Kuchar.
Poulter, List, Fowler, Woodland, Rose, Matt, Kuchar.
Yeah, that could climb.
I need Kuchar to hold on here. I need Rose to make the cut.
Dustin misses a birdie putt on 12. The putts on 12 don't seem to be dropping like they were before I came in here.
Now I'm clicking around too much here. I forgot that I was sharing my screen.
Uh-oh. Show the tweet.
Oh, no. I still have the screen on. I have the screen locked. I was just zooming in and out of everything. I can switch back to it like that. I just wanted to see what Seungjae was up to. We haven't got an update on Seungjae yet, have we?
No, but Ryan Palmer was in that group who stuck it, and they just showed him miss his 4 or 5 footer.
Oh, maybe Seungjae was inside of him.
Gay,
that did not sound
Gay
right.
and Wallace are headed to that par 5, so
they're probably key here. Ah, Sergio making birdies.
That
All
didn't
right,
look
Sergio.
easy. Didn't look easy. Brooks. Oh, another like Brooks having a sick press conference telling people how like motivated he is. It turns into people going to Twitter telling me they're betting him.
So Seungjae double bogeyed. He's at even now. He needs to make birdie on 18 to have a chance.
Here's a long one.
And that really destroyed my good-looking 6 of 6 lineups. I'm down to 1. Oh, I have 1 2 of 6 too. Tim, even my 2 of 6 team is beating you right now.
This is a quality lag for
I think it's going to be one of these weeks where I'm rooting for my outright bets, not my DraftKings lineups. Jeff?
Oh, I was there the second Patrick Cantley started playing golf this week.
I don't have any lineups in.
See, I don't want to bogey this because then you go to the par 5 and, you know.
No, that's a Bjorn Han and type putt from Tommy
It
Fleetwood.
looked dickless off the freaking face, man.
Why are you a little on the side?
What?
Like I can see you guys on the right side of my screen, but not on the big
Oh, I
side.
couldn't just.
Why are you so confused about how the internet works?
I'm trying to get you big on my screen again, and I can't seem to click on it. You're just little on the right, and I'm very lost right now.
All right, I'm going to disconnect from... Actually, you can actually leave that up. Just don't switch back to it, Paul, for the moment.
Yeah, I've got you on your actual.
On our shot? Oh, we're back live. Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this this show where we're just being upset the entire time that nothing is going our way. It's like most weeks, though. I would say.
Is it going? I'm annoyed, and I've got the
You have to
leader.
I mean, I can't imagine if stuff was actually going poorly for you. Brian Harmon finally missed a putt. That's nice.
No.
Yeah, I have the guy in the lead. I'm so upset. That's you.
I don't want to miss 4 footers.
Well,
leading
guys
to
make
par
fucking
fives.
bogeys, Jeff. It
I
happens.
know.
He wasn't going to play all 72 holes without a bogey.
I want the
like
real
Poulter might miss
bogeys.
this. I hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't. I'm rooting for it.
Hey,
There.
Center Cup.
My point is they'll actually be hell. Like they'll be real bogeys. I don't want to make bogeys out of the ones that weren't bogeys.
It happens to everybody.
Let me live my truth.
Particularly to him.
Oh, T72 right now, though. I doubt that we're going to get to see Seungjae here. What did he miss anyway? Let's see. Oh, shit. He hit it to 45 feet from the drop zone. Yeah, way to give yourself a chance, pal. What's Mullenix up to? He's in that group, too. They're both on 18 right now. The pin. Have you seen the pin on 18 yet?
I think Harris just got a birdie.
Harris English? Man, if that guy doesn't make the cut after making an albatross yesterday, it says that he parred the par 5. Unless he's on the par 3.
No, maybe I lied then.
But we only need 2 more guys to drop back down to make the -1s live again. Make -1 great again, Jeff.
Kirk's gonna need a birdie on the last.
Is Kirk at even?
He's at 1 under, headed to the par 5.
Well, now that we're in like a weird spot here, that listen, if all my lineups are blown up anyway, I would prefer Chris Kirk not get to -2 and stay at -1 to give -1 a better chance of being the cut, because then it brings a lot of my lineups back into play, my Grace lineups into play, my Hideki lineups back into play, my Kirk lineups into play, and it gives him an outside chance of actually getting there too.
And some bigger names, Thomas, Bubba, Leishman sitting outside 1.
They can all take a hike. All of those guys can miss the cut for all I care. Thomas is at -1 though, you said, right?
Yeah, and he'll still have the 16th.
You know, maybe he'll put 3 in the water on 17. That would be nice. All right, Seungjae is in the fairway. Mullenix is in the fairway. Hostler is going to miss. He's at even. Merritt's going to miss. He's at even. Xander has got some work to do here. He has the par 5 left and 17 left, but he needs to get going. He needs 2 birdies or an eagle.
Xander's in big trouble. Seemed to be a very popular pick as things.
Yeah, he was the most owned guy on DraftKings. That's why him actually missing would be great for me, as I have no Tommy and no Xander. So if Tommy's going to end up winning, then I need Xander to miss the cut if I want to have some hope here.
Tommy is not going to win.
See, isn't this good news for you?
That made me smile.
Who has less of a chance to win, Tommy or Poulter?
Oh, well, I mean, neither have really a chance at all.
Tim is convinced that Jim Furyk unequivocally has a better chance than both of those players.
Furyk would be my favorite to win right now, I think.
Who would?
Furyk would.
Furyk is your pick to win right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's who I think will win now is Furyk.
Jim Furyk's live odds. Jim Furyk's live odds are 25-1 right now. He's the 10th favorite in the field.
It's not high enough.
Tim should go bet that.
Yeah, you should really go bet that at 25-1, Tim.
Sounds like
I'm not going to bet against the player that I picked to win. I just don't see him winning now.
So if you don't think the guy that you think is going to win, although that's a clear just shot at a reverse curse, but you can go bet the guy that you do think is going to win at 25-1. That's pretty good.
I don't need to prove anything.
I don't get, why won't you go bet it? Do you not?
I don't need to prove anything.
But you don't need to prove anything. Wouldn't it be good for you to hit a bet that was 25-1? You would win 25 times your money.
Yeah, and I wouldn't tell anybody if I did.
But you're not going to do it.
But you only tell us when you want people to make bets that you're not making?
I'm just saying, I'm just providing the people a service of recommendations.
I'm pulling up an oldie but a goodie.
An oldie but a goodie from Paul
I
from
don't
behind the
want to
camera?
see it. I don't want to see it. I know what it is. I knew that
This person in the chat just says, Pat, can you just hang up on Tim? We could do that.
See, Rory misses all these 5-6 footers,
And then makes
but he's
this.
going to hit this like 28 footer after a shitty wedge.
Money in the bank. Of course, yeah. He's like Jordan Spieth. He's far more comfortable over a 35-foot putt than a 3-foot putt.
Oh, he's not going to win this thing.
Now you're just trying. I mean, Tim, look at the screen. Quit being a fucking coward.
I'm just saying, like,
I just don't get it. Like, do you do like to bet on things? Why, if you do think that something's going to happen and something is at 25-1 and you think it's going to happen, why wouldn't you take it? I don't understand that logic.
The person I picked still has a chance, and I don't want to be accused of having double loyalties on which players.
Shit,
have
What do you
man.
mean double?
You're already nuts for telling us Jim Furyk's going to win surrounded by all these guys.
Jim Furyk is amongst those guys.
What are you talking about? So you think that Jim Furyk is on the level of Rory McIlroy, who's now the
A
favorite
healthy Jason Day?
Rory McIlroy
No, he's on the level of Poulter.
Yeah, Rory's what, live favorite?
Rory and Tommy are now the live favorites at 3-1.
Co-favorite.
Poulter's 9, Day is 11.
Nice hit for one and done.
Poulter
maybe.
at 9-1 actually still seems like it's hard to get real fair numbers, but I'd argue that's a pretty fair number.
Oh, here comes Cooch.
Hitting the WGC and the players win would be pretty nice for the one and done.
It would be, and you're still losing to me.
Oh yes, I can't win that. I'm an amateur. I'm not an expert in golf.
Yeah,
I'm just picking.
but now you're talking about how it's going to be really great for you that you hit the 2 most valuable tournaments and you'd still be
I'm
losing.
just happy that I have done much better at golf picks this year than last.
Well, shockingly enough, in the one and done, when you're not taking the 700th ranked player in the world, it turns out a little bit better. How does that surprise you?
I'm not picking Chesson Hadley to win the PGA National anymore.
That's what he did last year.
It is what he did last year. And Hadley's career has never been the same since. Okay. Can we bet on if he misses this or not? Would they even be showing him if he didn't miss it? Oh my God, he made it. Is that the longest putt he's made all week?
No, I think he birdied the first from like 9 feet today.
Oh, that's impressive. Oh, this guy says, it's my birthday and I just graduated from university. But he spelled university wrong, so I don't know.
It could be in it, in a few deep.
What university convocates in March?
I don't know. This is very suspicious, isn't it? This guy from let's jump into the chat here, see what people are saying. This guy says that Jeff, you're exactly like his brother, who just tilts when everything is going his way.
Yes, that's fine.
You currently have the guy in first and second place as an outright bet. You have Poulter, right?
No, I got a Poulter T5.
I've seen this before. Remember, Jeff? I told you were going to win that Notre Dame bet that night. You had it won, and you were tilting on that.
Oh, no. What a shitty shot.
You gonna freak?
I don't know how he's going to pull that off.
Let's see. Seungjae has 15 feet from the fringe to potentially give himself a chance to make the weekend. Great.
Is that a root beer, Jeff? What are you drinking?
He's drinking Sprite Zero.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. Sprite Zero is a nice healthy choice. Light, too.
You say it's a healthy choice?
I would say so. 0 calories.
You don't understand anything about health, do you?
Natural lemon lime flavors.
You disgust the world.
Tim
I do
loves
not.
You do. You live a disgusting lifestyle if you think something
I most
if you
certainly
think
do not.
soda is healthy for you.
Healthier than other choices, sure.
There is no healthier than other choices. There's less bad for you. That doesn't necessarily mean it's healthier, because if you say the word healthier, you're implying that it's healthy, which it's not.
No, I got no problem with it.
Of course you don't. Six-pack Tim. Yeah, that ice cream list was pretty brutal. Did you see this ice cream list?
It's revolting.
Really? You don't
even-
like ice?
No, but your flavors are revolting. You're not even picking human flavors.
What do you mean human flavors? These are all regular, normal flavors.
No one's heard of these things. Grape nut, ice
You do.
cream.
Yeah.
You really, the ice creams that you picked for your list are very popular among the people that don't have teeth anymore.
Grape Nut's great. Tiger Tail is great.
Isn't Tiger Tail like black licorice
Yes,
ice cream?
and
That's
orange
fucking
sherbet.
disgusting.
It's
But he
great.
likes black licorice, which is pretty
And
gnarly.
orange pineapple is a great staple.
Orange pineapple?
Yeah, people
Is
back.
I want to hear from the chat. If you people are out here in the chat, after Ian Poulter sticks us to, let's say, 2
12
inches?
feet?
25 feet. It's probably what's going to be. He'll make that. That's right where Rory made his from. He'll be fine.
Different
So
holder,
here's
yeah.
Tim's ice cream list. So let's try to figure out where Tim went wrong here on the ice cream list. His top rated ice creams are vanilla, tiger. What is tiger?
Tiger tail. It's the
Orange
black
ice cream
licorice.
with black licorice swirl.
Okay. Orange pineapple, grape nut, and rum raisin. It's like you pulled people in a fucking senior's home. Yeah, the bottom of your list is looking good. Like Rocky Road's down there, chocolate's down there. How you have cookie dough in last is just astonishing.
Cookie dough is revolting.
Who doesn't like cookie dough besides you?
I don't know. People who are reasonable and don't eat raw food.
But you already said that you eat raw hot dogs on the show before, which gives you worms, by the way, which you also didn't know.
I haven't had a raw hot dog in a long time.
But you do enjoy yourself. Did you not say you enjoy yourself a raw hot dog?
My preferred. I like it like hot dogs. Like I like my toast burned.
Who likes their toast burned?
I do.
Why?
Because I find it holds the toppings better the more burned it is.
What sort of top? Like what?
If I want to go beyond just one topping, if I want to go double toppings, I need a nice firm outside that will hold the weight.
Well, Chris Kirk is in no danger of getting himself to -2, by the way. He now has 5 feet for par on the par 5 ninth to stay at -1 at this point.
Is he out there with Piercy, who's also in the same spot? And Rosie's making a move, Pat. He's to -4, so he's 6 under for the
I
day.
can use Rose to make a little bit of a move here. Now, Piercy's on the group before him. He is on the fairway on the par 5.
Is Rose the only golfer whose nickname is longer than his real name?
Maybe. They could just call him J.R., like that guy from that King of the Hill episode.
What do they call Rom? Like Rombo?
They do call him Rombo.
Is Rory going to stick a par 3? Oh, but it's in his make range.
30 feet.
Yeah.
I like that Jeff is very worried about Rory. He didn't care about anybody else.
Well, he's the co-favorite. He should be. If you don't have money on Rory and he's the favorite to currently win the tournament,
I have money.
You should be kind of terrified of the guy.
Oh, come on, Tommy. I don't know. This looks like where Ben On made bogey from. So I'm worried.
Why? If he gets it to like 3 feet, then he'll probably make his putt, unlike Ben On.
I hope he gets it to 3 feet. I'd love it to 3 feet.
Oh, I see I'm just scrolling through your Twitter here, Tim. I see you're taking shots at Betta O'Rourke now.
Oh, he's unbelievably terrible.
Sorry, you hate. So I didn't realize you were so anti-Catholic.
Tommy does not seem comfortable.
Robert Francis O'Rourke's problems have everything to do with his phony, fake, pretend Gen X, authentic lifestyle living.
I'll take that.
So you have a problem with authentic Gen Xers. You have a problem with authentic
'cause
millennials.
he's a
Yet, like after watching your lists here pop up on Twitter, it seems like you're the biggest phony of them all. There's no way you believe this shit.
I don't ride in on a skateboard.
Oh, he jarred it. That was Rose. That's how he got to
Yeah,
-4. Jarred it from the middle of the fairway. I like it. I can use more of those.
No, I think if I listed the Democratic
Wow.
candidates worst to best, I think right now Beto is what I like least.
That means he probably has the best shot of winning, because that's exactly what you said about Obama in 2006.
Yeah, I just don't like Beto. I just think he's a phony, and I think he's just a fraud.
Rose is going to end the day potentially in real good shape, Pat. He's headed to 16, and then you mentioned 17.
He's currently 50-1. Brian Gay's in real trouble on this par 5.
Is that for you?
13 feet for par to drop back to -1. I could use knowing Brian Gay's gonna somehow, it'll be like a shot tracker error and he actually made albatross.
And Pepperell's on a nice little move to 5 under as well.
No, I need him to go the other way.
I'm just
other way, Jeff. Other
stating
way.
facts.
See, now you're happy about bad stuff and angry about good stuff.
No, I don't know what I am.
I assume Seungjae did not make his putt. He did not make his putt. Seungjae M will miss the cut. That is devastating news for me. Hao Tong's got it back to -1, though.
Oy. I didn't notice how bad of a day Noren had.
No Ren, according to Tim.
Naren, there's an accent on his name, yes.
Oh, we're getting the full highlight package now.
So yeah, thanks for showing us what we've already seen so far today, instead of showing us
Well,
live shots.
people are coming home from work and want to see the highlights.
Other people are sweating the fucking cut, which actually is important.
Okay. But like, this is how TV works. Why am I telling you this?
Because TV is antiquated. This is why TV is dying, Tim. That they need to
No, it's
update.
not sports television isn't.
It is. Everything's on the decline.
Nah, but sports television is
Nah, it's just not on the decline, despite what numbers say.
Well, but
That's what I
decline is
think.
very-
In my world, that's what happens, right?
Well, I mean, numbers in some sports actually have been going up the last couple of years.
Like
Football went up from last year. Golf is up from last year.
football is up from 1 year over year, but it's down significantly over the past 5 years.
Not significantly is a strong word.
It's down like 17%.
It's up.
But it's up though.
I actually
It's
like to
doing
see the
great.
hard number. Golf is better than it was doing.
Brian Gay, bogey. See, I would have liked to see.
Wow.
I would have liked to see that. Brian
would've
Gay
been
has
nice
an
to
influence
see.
on the cut right now. He made bogey on a super easy hole to really give the -1s a good shot here. Here we go, -1. Nice putt there, Tommy.
Adam Long also falls off.
Tommy just not even close on that 4-foot putt.
Shocking.
Oh, Brian Gay, hero of the day.
It's actually ahead of the shot tracker that I was following.
God, Tommy.
What is?
That video.
They didn't show Brian Gay.
Oh,
I'm looking at shot tracker because they're definitely not going to show. They prefer to show Phil, who's definitely missed the cut.
Yes, because that's what people want to see.
No, they don't. People are watching this show right now, so we can get the cuts on the go.
Well, yeah, people are watching this show on the YouTube.
But
yes.
this is why the changing demographic in golf. You talk about ratings going up for golf. It's Thursday and Friday golf that are going up on the Golf Channel because people who are gambling and playing on Draftkings are tuning in to see their guys play. And here's the thing: when you tune into the TV, you don't get to see your guys play. You get to see Phil Mickelson, who's out of it.
You just have to, at some point, make your peace with that.
No, you don't. You can continue to rally and try to improve everything. And the more and more and more people complain about it, the more and more that they're going to hear you and they're going to give you the options. Like,
well, if life has taught me anything, the more I complain does not.
yeah, but you complain about insane things and no one believes you. People, if you complained about anything, they would just revert back to your Twitter feed to see the things that you talk about. Be like, well, this person is clearly insane. Let's not listen to him. Let's do the opposite of what he's saying.
Well, I am thankful that the nonsense ratios will be gone soon.
Yeah, so it protects your terrible tweets.
I won't have to be berated with people just making fun of my tweets.
Well, maybe stop tweeting.
But I tweet hilarious and great things and truth.
This guy says that he was, note to self, I can't listen to the show while driving. Tim's comment on Chromecast almost made me pull over. That's almost as good as when you said to go to the Roku store to buy something.
Well, I've heard of the Chromecast, where like you cast your computer screen onto someone else's screen. And I was wondering if that's what you were doing to my computer, was Chromecasting.
This guy says, how's Poulter doing? Great.
Chrome Caston.
Oh,
Can't lay to tree outline.
can't lay to tree outline. I wonder if he's out of bounds. That would sound like classic can't lay.
But what does he need? An eagle?
He needs to go. Yeah, he needs birdie or an eagle somewhere. Just he's only 97 yards to the hole, so that's good. Not that I would know from watching this broadcast what Patrick Cantlay is up to. That would be a good way to figure out the feature groups of like what the internet community wants to hear. Just go to like the Draftkings lobby, click on the contest, and see who the highest owned guys are in competitions.
Mitchell would have birdied that par 5 that he played with Tommy to keep climbing, by the way. 7 under round. Matching Poulter under Furyk's 8 under for round of the day.
Yeah, Jim Furyk sucks, though.
But you said he was the favorite to win.
I am quoting basically you.
That is not. That's not what we said. We said you suck for not betting him at 25-1 if he's going to win.
Just saying, Jim Furyk's a good value bet if people wanted to play him. That's all.
What did he say?
I don't know. I still don't understand why you won't bet the 25-1.
Because I don't want to.
Why? Why are you recommending that people will take action on something that you won't take action on? That seems very, very bad.
No, I'm not
You
an
are.
open book about it.
You're not. You're just being a coward. Everyone's going to win then. Bet on everyone.
I'm
not doing it, but you go ahead and do it.
Finish top 3.
But Tim won't make that bet with you, although he's going to win. I just don't see why you're such a coward. That's the part I don't understand.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have made a lot of bets in my life, being bullied and cajoled into them, and I have decided to take a strong stand on just not being.
You're gonna say something. I'm telling you, it's 25-1 at the moment. Yet you won't take it. I don't understand that.
I will never forget the time you guys bullied me into putting the Jets on that parlay, and it screwed my free money.
You said it was free money and that Tampa Bay wasn't going to score a point.
A point.
And you gave out a thing called a free money teaser where you got extra points for it and were too big of a fucking coward to put it on in the first place. And then you blame us. Oh, you knew because it was free money, was it?
I knew until I added the Jets, and that sank it.
Then why say it was free money to begin with?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, you know what? We've had enough of you. You're out. You're out. Get him off the line.
I need
Thanks for being on.
to stay dry on 17.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good one, guys.
You're going to go make a bet or not?
I'm not going to make a bet.
Will there be a hole-in-one this weekend?
Well, also...
That I would bet it.
Well,
I would bet on.
You said it before that it was free money, that it wasn't going to happen. Then you didn't bet on it.
I think that
I want to see some bet slips, some actual bet slips. If you're going to talk this big game, I want to see some fucking bet slips.
I'm not going to have any bet slips. So I was going to bet with you or with Jeff that there was.
No, let's go. Let's go. Okay, what if it's free money? I want 2-1 in 2 rounds.
How much?
I don't know, $100. You owe me. You'll owe me 200 if there is another hole-in-one from this point on.
Yeah, I'll take that action.
All right, here we go.
There it is.
I think
take it down. I'll take that
from
action.
this point on or this weekend?
This point on.
Well, this weekend.
No, from this point on.
Oh yeah. For the rest of the Players' Championship.
Come on, Austin Cook. Let's go. I actually think I gave up too much value there.
Would there be a curse if this went in right
If
now?
this went in, that would be just fantastic.
Imagine Tim has to watch every single shot from 17 with like a ball in his throat now.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to watch it all because I'll know what happens because my Menchies will blow up if this happens.
Why do you say Menchies?
That's what the people in the Twitterverse
What happened
do.
to your Menchies with your ice cream list?
Many people didn't have kind things to say. Other people were just confused. I guess there were some regional brands that I thought everybody knew of that they didn't.
Oh,
know.
shocking. You don't know what other people know. You only specifically know. Again, back to living your truth. You only know specifically what happens to you and have no conception of anyone else.
I thought people knew what Grape Nut was.
You tend to think people know a lot of things, which they don't.
Okay, well, you know what? I like to give the people credit. That's what I do. I don't like to talk. I stoop down and try to provide them with lists.
Down. He stoops down with his old person ice cream.
Whatever. I don't care. I believe what I believe. The ice creams are great. Everybody knows this.
All right, you're making me too angry. You're getting my blood pressure up. I'm a new father. I can't afford to be going to the hospital with blood pressure problems. Anyway, I look forward to a hole-in-one happening before we get off the air here. That would be fantastic. Anyway, Tim, thank you for being on.
My pleasure, guys. Enjoy the Players' Championship.
If
Best of luck.
people want to hear more from Tim, he is on tomorrow's Pat Mayo Experience, where he talks about all the Jet signings. So,
Woo! Jumbo Jets.
Called them the best receiving core in the league.
No,
I
he
was
didn't.
wearing my
With
Jets hat
Jamison
during the
Crowder.
retire- I was wearing my hat during the retire record, although you couldn't see it because it was an audio recording.
Yeah, we can't trust you with a camera.
I agree. Remember when I made that video a couple Thanksgivings ago of me making the Hungry Man, and you yelled at me because I used the camera vertically instead of horizontally?
Yeah, who would ever use it vertically if you're going to give it to me to use on the show?
I wasn't thinking.
People do this all the time. They don't understand that if anything is for broadcast, like you want it to be on. Nice shot, Poulter.
Beautiful shot by Poulter.
Like if you're going to hold your phone like this, right? I get
About
it.
12 feet
Jeff,
there.
If you're doing something for Instagram or Twitter, I get it. It's like this. But if it's going to be for the show and people are going to watch it on a TV, guess what? Does your TV look like this? Or does your TV look like this? Shocking that would make sense, Tim, wouldn't it?
He wouldn't even know that without being told, though.
No, I need to be told.
Now he knows.
Now I know.
He will still forget to do it.
Well, guys, this was a slice.
What's for dinner?
Leftover Chinese from the best Chinese food in the city.
Oh my God, you went to Look Ho Ho, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
It is it is the absolute nut low Chinese place. It's so bad. It's so bad. I used to live right next to it. It's man, Silver Dragon is like one street away. Get yourself some Silver Dragon.
No, it is the best. Look Ho Ho is the best Chinese food.
So
Probably
gross.
He had it yesterday and today, Pat.
Well, he obviously has no taste buds. Look at his list. He also said that his ice cream list is heavily influenced by like what his grandma used to feed him.
That is
That was
Well, yeah, when I was little growing up, that these are the ice creams she had in the house.
Yeah,
and
so it was old people ice cream then. It remains old people ice cream now. How in God's name do you like Look Ho Ho? Because it's gross.
It's amazing, and I grew up eating it.
So anything that you liked when you were 5 years old, you just assume is still the best. You have not evolved past that point. It's not the best. It's objectively not the best.
Their slogan is good Chinese food.
It's not even saying it's great. It's only being able to boast that it's good. And it's not. It's false advertising. They should be sued. They should be sued.
They're amazing. I love them so much.
Gross.
They're giving a lot of free advertisement to a place that 0.4% of the listening audience has ever heard of.
You really think that 0.4% would know where that is? Really? Please explain to me how your math breaks down on that.
I just think there might be like 4 or 5 people listening who might know.
Nah, I'm not going to give you that much.
Okay, fair enough.
Not even close.
It is the best.
Know
Chinese
your
food.
local neighborhood. No. How could you assume 4%?
Oh, Tommy, good break out of the woods.
That wasn't Tommy.
Oh, who was that?
I'm not sure.
All right, we'll get back to the cut sweat. See you later, Tim.
See you guys. Take
Probably-
care.
I'll assume it was Rory. Leave meeting. Oh, someone got bailed out huge.
All right, so let's re-up on the cut right now. There are 4 guys at -2 who are still on the course. We would need 3 of those guys to go backwards in order to push the cut up to -1. There are currently 2 guys on the course at -1 that can push it back up, Bubba and Adam Long. And at -3 right now, we do have a bunch of guys. We have Patton Kazire, Cameron Smith, Garnett, Horschel, Ollie, Seamus Power, Hoagie, Harris English, and Nick Watney, all with multiple holes left to play, and they need to go bogey in order to push the cut line back to -1. That's where we stand as it pertains to the cut right now. If you're tuning in recently, Seungjae M doesn't know how to spin his ball, put it in the water on 17, double bogeyed, and effectively missed the cut because he could not birdie 18, thus destroying most of my lineups. And that's about the recap we got going on.
My lineups were long destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Although M would have helped, and the fact that 4 or 6 is going to cash, I guess I shouldn't be leaving them dead so quickly.
Well, you want to hear when people tweet this at me all the time, and I said earlier, just like, hey, what is? And people are like, oh, Data Golf has it at this, like at any given time. Data Golf now has -1 to be 70% to make the cut.
Wow.
So that has gone.
I guess they're really not. The course isn't giving much up anymore.
If the course is generating bogeys, Piercy's in. Let's see what Thomas is up to.
Thomas just birdied 15, I want to say.
He did, and he's on the fairway on the par 5. How Tong has gotten it back, and he's stuck it on the par 3. He has 6 feet to get to -3. Peter Uline is dealing with some problems here.
Missing shorties again. Already.
61 feet. So if Peter Uline 3 putts, he'll be closer to getting the cut back down. And Scott Stallings is on the 12th hole.
Where is Dustin? Did he like ruin his good round here?
He's at -5, isn't he? He's at -5. Just hanging, chilling out at -5. What do we got on the -3 front?
A lot of bodies.
Watney. Oh, English is in a lot of trouble here. English. 119 to water. He's went in the water twice on this hole. So it looks like Harris English is going to be dropping back significantly. It looks like double bogeys in play for him on hole number 4. That leaves us 2 guys we need to fall back now. Hoagie made par. He still has the par 5 remaining. Seamus Powers in the trees on number 6. So we need these bogeys to start piling up here. We could use if they're showing Horschel, he makes this, right?
Probably.
Like, why else show Billy Horschel? Yeah. Should have seen that one coming.
Nice roll.
So there's one of the 3s gone.
Yeah, and he's going to the par 5. So there's going to be a lot of. I mean, I know you'll still be making bets into that 3 under range tonight, I assume.
I mean, Siwoo's at what, 4? I bet on him, but that was only because he was 250 to 1 and was just he's at -4 overall, no, -3 overall. Yeah, like if the lead stays at 11, and let's say it does, because Fleetwood only has the 18th left, and let's assume that no one passed him. Harmon or Answer down. Answer could make a bit of a move here.
Yeah, Rory could
make
tie
a bit of a
him.
move.
Poulter could.
Yeah, I think that
11 seems like the safe 36
with
lead.
the numbers that are out there and the way that things would need to shake down for those guys to get back into it is that it would need to continue the progress of how these days have been playing, that the earlier wave plays easier than the later wave. So all the 3s will be out way earlier than the actual leaders. So you hope that one of them goes out and puts up the Jim Furyk -8, the Ian Poulter -7, even the Answer -6 right now. And then the leaders succumb to the same fate that like we saw Darren Palmer last week, where no one shoots better than -1, let's say, and then the lead stays at like -12, -13, and then these guys get them back into it at -9, -10. And if we're looking at guys down in that range, like the name value guys like Tiger's in that range, but I doubt you're getting anything good on Tiger at the moment.
The only thing I would consider, yeah, I mean, the last couple weeks, guys have sort of who you weren't expecting were going to win, have certainly
Jim Furyk
found it. To my knowledge, I mean, yes,
Tim can get Jim Furyk at 28 to 1.
It's
now.
naturally playing tougher, Pat, but I would also say I don't think they're calling for much difficult weather this weekend.
It's I can go look at I believe that the wind changes. So it was a big south wind coming in all week. I believe that's how it was. And I think it's going to switch to a north wind, which is going to make all the par 5s not gettable in 2.
Keith Mitchell is piping it.
Well, let me look up.
Sticking and piping.
If
What do they want for Keith Mitchell? Probably 30 to 1.
Keith Mitchell at the moment is
20 to 1.
25 to 1. He has the same odds as Answer and
See,
Dustin
wouldn't you rather
Johnson.
bet that than Tim's Furyk?
I mean, Furyk is playing really well. Tim's right. Furyk is playing great. I think he's going to be. Ooh, he'll be fine. Fleetwood staying dry. It's half the battle here. Just stay dry as much as possible.
That was a beautiful drive by Tommy. Yeah, perspective is everything. Tommy being 4 under through 4.
I just threw in the wind finder into to the chat if people are going to be looking at it. If they want to see how the weekend is going to play itself out.
Rory's asking for it to go.
No, he's in Rory range.
Yeah. Rory range.
So let's see here. Weather for tomorrow. We got steady wind at like 10 to 13. That's not the end of the world. Come on, Poulter. Come on. Let's make this. Be a hero, Ian Poulter. That's going to be short.
It's quite short.
Bring your purse, Ian Poulter. Jesus
Ian has
Christ.
the par 5 left, though, on that side. To
Check
finish.
out. Look at this on Sunday. This is interesting.
Tell me.
So we got a complete flip of the wind for tomorrow. It's going to be in the players' faces more on these par 5s. They're not going to be as gettable. So the course should play more difficult, although it looks to be about the same. There's some rain overnight on Saturday. Sunday, look at these gusts. Rain and wind on Sunday. It could get spicy.
So look for your Molly 50 to 1s.
It might be worth saving bullets If you were wanting to jump in now, like I re-up for $5 on the each way on Siwoo Kim just to see what was going on. I just enjoy it. But like Molly is right now, I think he's 200. He's 150 to 1. If somehow it does play easier in the morning tomorrow than it does later, there's some value on these guys, especially if Sunday is just going to be a crap show.
How much is Bryson's? That 50, 60, 40?
Bryson's 66. Is Bryson even making the cut right now?
He's 4 under.
Oh, is he 4? Oh, jeez. I didn't even see he got to 4 under.
He's 4 under on the par 5.
Interesting. One thing that's weighing down a lot of these odds right now is Rory. Like they're giving significant value to Rory here. But knowing the track record, what day? You have Day at 40 to 1, don't you?
Yeah.
That was a nice bet. I feel so stupid for not taking it. I took him a bunch of places.
The fact that listen, that Tiger quad burns the soul. But the fact that they were both, they're both clearly not hurt. Or am I overstating that?
Day said he got injections.
They're playing and looking they seem to be pretty healthy, so I'm pretty excited about those.
Cameron Champ, do you think he has a faux injury?
No, I'm not saying anyone has a faux injury.
So Bubba made birdie. Bubba made birdie to get himself up along with Justin Thomas to that T60 marker. I can't imagine -1 is the favorite anymore. No, -2 is back to being the favorite for the cut at 54%. These things change pretty quickly, don't they, Jeff?
Yeah, you need Uline and Stallings to disappear.
Yeah, the Harris English number isn't in yet, so that should help.
He's on 13 in trouble?
He's going to make at least double bogey. So I just prefer he gets himself to like even or +1 just to take himself completely out of it. Let's see what Power's up to. Power's up the right hands. He's on the fairway. He needs 38 feet to get up and down. But they all have this par 5 on the closer. Here's Rory for birdie, by the way. How hasn't Ollie found the water yet? That has to be something that happens soon.
Oh my God.
Do you think he'd coordinate everyone in the gallery to jump at the same time within the 10 seconds to see if it would go in?
That's close. I don't know if it's that close.
Hey, you might as well see if you can shake the ground. Why not?
Oh, if I was there with Rory Monies, I'd be jumping.
Could you hire like Earthquake and Typhoon to come out and start doing the move? See if they can get the ground to rattle?
What's going on here? What happens if it goes in when you hit it there?
I don't know. I think he was just giving himself some extra time to pull the pin.
Yeah, makes sense.
So Cam Smith looks like he's going to be safe at -3, so that's no good. It's these -3s we got to watch out for. Rose for birdie. Wow.
Yeah, he's on the par 5.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's missing that putt on this par 5.
Yeah, Tommy missed it from the other side.
And missed it from the other side, too.
Harmon. We haven't seen him in a while. This is either going to be good or shit, I assume. Even though he's high enough on the leaderboard, you should almost see everything.
Who?
Of Harmon's. Oh, very crafty shot there. Very crafty.
Xander also parred the 16th.
He's toast.
He needs to go birdie to make the cut. I don't know if he's on 17 yet.
Toast.
I mean, I would take him getting a hole-in-one on 17. Now, English has 20 feet for triple bogey right now. So that's good. That's one we can get back. But yeah, Uline, Stallings, and Haotong are the 3 we really need to watch out for here. They need to give one back. Something happened with the Kansas City Chiefs, apparently.
Tommy, I'd like to see them come home clean. Something good happened?
Is a par good? No, it seems to be bad. Chiefs.
Oh, this could be good when you bite your lip like that. When you bite your lip like that! Oh, did Keith Mitchell stick it inside Tommy's there?
Oh, no. Tyreek Hill is under investigation for allegations of battery per the Kansas City Star, according to Adam Schefter.
Listen, I wouldn't know these things. My locker room's full of good apples, Pat. I got a locker room full of good apples. And now this is like doubles that they cut the other guy. It's going to be a double standard here.
Yeah, they cut Kareem Hunt.
You know, like if Al Franken got cut this week, I don't think he's resigning. I know, went to a completely different place, with that analogy, but no.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
like timing is everything.
What's that?
Videotape's a big thing in our world.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's video of it or not.
Yeah, there is.
Keith had a
Oh yeah,
nice
if there is video, he's finished. Because Kareem Hunt only got 8 games for the suspension, and the Browns have him too.
What a ridiculous like.
All right, someone just gave it back here. So someone went way backwards. I guess it was English. What did English fall to? Wow.
Yeah, he said he had a putt for triple.
Yeah,
He gone.
Yeah, Harris English quadruple bogey 8. Rose, don't be in the water.
Uline bogeyed, Pat.
Oh, Uline bogey?
Yes.
That's who it was?
Yes.
All right, we're at T72. Now we need 2 more guys to drop.
And Adam Long didn't get the 18th par 5.
So he remained at -1?
Yeah, done.
All right, here we go.
Abraham to get to double digits to tie Poulter. Definitely seeing less putts made in the last hour. Leishman backwards again, so I think he's ejected unless he eagles the par 5.
Who?
Leishman just made a bogey to go to even.
Oh, yeah, Leishman's finished unless he can get in.
JT on 17.
Go in the water, Justin. Have a dip.
Well, you don't want to wake up to him 9 under?
Yeah,
on his
I
round
don't need to
tomorrow?
open it up. Justin Thomas has set the course record. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, very...
Give yourself a chance. He just needs to make pars coming in. He's fine. He's through the weekend. I would prefer he miss.
Everyone who gets the ball to stay on the green there, who's hitting that similar shot, seems to upset that it didn't release more. But then you have that Seungjae shot that you can't send it too far back there.
This is...
Xander's toast unless he birdies.
Xander needs to make birdie here. And him missing the cut is so big for, I mean, if you have Xander, obviously it sucks for your DraftKings lab. I apologize out there. But if you don't have Xander and he has some good looking 5 of 6s, you're not going to win anything, but you can still highly cash if you have 5 solid guys, 5 of 6. Because Xander cuts out 30% of the field. Casey puts out 20% of the field.
Dude, Seamus might have just dropped one.
Brother Seamus?
Yeah.
He did actually, yes. It just hasn't updated on shot tracker yet, but he has bogeyed the par 4 6th.
Okay.
All right, Xander needs to make that. That means we need 1 more guy to drop down.
Wow. So data, jeez.
Let's see what the live projection is now. The live projection is now 61% -2. I don't know if I believe where these are going. These are weird odds. Oh, no, now it's 61% -1.
Who's the third guy with Mitchell and Tommy?
Cooch, isn't it?
No, it's not. Oh, I can
Just click on.
Yeah, it is a Cook.
Oh,
Jeez, that guy's either holding out, sticking it to a foot, or making bogey.
what about Watney?
I don't know if they're going to show it on the screen. I don't want to spoil it.
Did he make-
We're on, that's Keith Mitchell.
I'm just looking at shot tracker.
Oh, Nick Watney currently at -3 in the water on number 4. Here we go.
Sorry, he was trying to help
Yes,
us.
thank you, Paul. I appreciate
I didn't clue in. Oh, too bad. That's like the only putt that I don't think Mitchell's hit solid.
This guy asked, how far away is Xander? What do you say Xander is, like 17 feet? 15 feet?
Here's a big drive for you, Pat. Poulter on 9. Get it in the fairway.
Something easy here.
Uh-oh.
That is not nice. Oh, yeah, good bounce. Good bouncy in Poulter. I'll take that.
Layup, and then he gets a little wedge in and try to make birdie.
Just par. Par's fine. Get yourself to the weekend without making a stupid number. I'm not greedy, Jeff. I'm not.
I'm greedy.
You're going to lose it when Tommy misses this putt.
I won't lose it. But there's an opportunity.
Shifley is 21 feet away on 17, by the way.
I won't lose it, but he started 4 under through 4, which was just a great day altogether.
It was also a stupid chip in from the bunker
I
for
understand,
Eagle.
but I look at that as I'm happy. If you asked me this morning, I'd have taken the 4 under from Tommy in a heartbeat. But I just, once you do that, then you think you're leaving something out there when you don't make more. But let's get this. Let's finish strong.
This guy says I must be entering the wrong competitions. 5 of 6 rarely cashes for me. It depends on the week.
Yeah, it depends on the week. It
Yeah.
depends on the week. This is a gong show. You're right, though. We've seen a
Like,
bit of a
in-
charge, though,
in-
Pat, from guys that could be saving lineups. Like, big names have made some good finishes.
Like
Have they
in
not?
the $444 this week, 3% of people have a 4 of 6 lineup at the moment. Like that's, but if it gets to -1, like that's with the cut at -2. If it gets to -1, now we're dealing with, a different situation.
I'm just shaking hands. Great 5 under round.
Paul, you want to throw up the... just throw it back up again?
Harman for birdie to tie Poulter.
All right, so again, if people want to check out the secret room, if you go to the live leaderboard on fantasynational.com, if you go to the very bottom here, go to the bottom, scroll at the bottom. Oh, look at that. There's a secret little icon right there.
I know you. I didn't know this.
This has been up there for like a year.
I did not know this. This is
we didn't have it final, like we don't have it. It's still in beta, but Moose and I were talking. I said I'd throw it out here.
Throw it out there.
And just know that it's in beta.
You're going to change people.
What do you mean?
Like, this is a game changer.
It's a pretty cool way to keep track of your lineup.
Listen, it might not be something that you would, it's not something to like pay for. You're giving them the goods. But once they're already paying, that's a beautiful feature.
It's an add-on. Listen, that's one of the things that we've been doing for Fantasy National is that we're not going to be complacent with everything that we have on the site. Like, if the tools were just the tools that they were, that'd be great. I mean, I would have fine use of the tools. We're always trying to make the product better and better and add really cool new features. All right, how am I doing here? 1-5 of 6.
Thomas for birdie, which would save a bad drive from ending his week, maybe on 18. No offense to anybody, I'd love him to miss the cut.
Oh, that's no gimme coming back. That'll
right, that'd be a great miss.
Let's see.
It would help me a lot.
I have 1 6 of 6 remaining in the in the 250K or to first. That's not good.
Keith Mitchell 7 under round.
I want to check out the live stats for today. Now that we're getting towards the end, let's see. I wish the everything would be out. I wonder who's a play. Let's try to find some play.
Here you go, Pat. 325 in.
I think Mr. Poulter is going to be laying this one up.
That's okay. Lay it out. He's got his range. He's lucky he's not chopping out of the trees, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Let's see here.
That's a nice little layup.
Keep it out of the bunk. Nice.
I have a. Can I?
Yeah, hit me.
With all these like silly rules.
All right, here's Scheifele. This is big for him. He needs this. Oh, burned an edge.
Later, bud.
He still has a chance.
Out.
No, he has a chance on it. -1 might be the cut. Remember? This is what we're doing the show about?
Yes. All these things. Billy's making this putt, right? Like you said.
Oh yeah, they're showing Billy Horschel. He's making
4 under Billy Horschel.
Money. So as we stand right now, all right, Seamus is down the middle of the fairway. However, that Watney situation is. Did Watney only make regular bogey? Oh, he saved regular bogey, made a 6-footer, but he's back to that 2. So T72 is -1 right now. That means we need one of Thomas, Bubba, Power, Haotong, or Watney. 2 of those guys to come back to earth, or anyone from the -3s without anyone going up. Mind you, Peter Uihlein is the only -1 still on the course right now. And then we're looking good, Jeff. Then
Ollie seems to be hitting
5 of 6 is not going to be so great because Hideki would make the cut.
Ollie's hitting fairways and greens, man.
Yeah, that means he's saving everything up for the water.
Oh no, he just, as I say that, he literally
hits it. Hey, he's not in the water though.
There's a lot of native area here, so
and some of it's good, some of it's bad.
Some of it is good because I've seen guys stick it to 5 feet from the wood chips.
Oh, what's Haotong doing here? Haotong is 7 feet for par.
Bryson to get to 5 under.
So Haotong misses this. We're currently back in business at the -1s. That would save my boy Grace too, and it would save Kirk, and it would save Brooks. It would save Hideki. Save Brian Gay and Louis Oosthuizen, your buddy.
I'm not looking for that to happen.
Let's see. Maybe Thomas will miss this and do us all a solid.
It doesn't benefit me going to 1.
Come on, miss. Didn't miss. Maybe he'll hook it into the water. Get back to even and just completely eject himself. We wouldn't hate that, right?
Cam Smith actually bogeyed that par 5 to finish.
Now, good thing he birdied the number 6 then. Made that 9-footer.
Stallings gets it to 3.
It's okay. We only need 2 of them. And Stallings is one of the guys with the most holes left on the course, too, so he can
Ollie could be in a world of trouble, Pat.
He could. We don't know where he is because they won't show him. He's on the dirt outline. I mean, I feel like someone was just there. I think Cantley was just there.
Yeah, this is like where, but that's like where Kuchar is.
Yeah.
And that's fun. Like, I'm not just proverbial. Never mind me. Just, I've seen a lot of fine dirt outline shots.
That was not a fine dirt outline shot.
Dirt outline doesn't scare me here like it does when I see it pop up on some shot trackers. If that made any sense. Here's your 79-yard wedge. Pulls to 6 feet.
Nope. Pulls to stay.
No.
I said you were getting too greedy. I just wanted to make par.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
Well,
your greed forced this to happen. You're
maybe, but I don't know. My greed's
So
gonna have
greedy.
a guy bogey
So
from
greedy.
79 yards out in the fairway.
Greedy. The guy should have been in the middle of the forest. Par would have been nice.
There you are. Even my almost 3-year-old daughter brings reason into situations I'm unable to see. I have problems. Bubba made a birdie on 16, Pat, so he's
dancing. Haotong made his 7-foot putt for par, so he remains at -2. Power has not addressed his ball yet. I'm curious about this Ollie situation, though. See what he gets up to. He hasn't hit his second yet.
Rory to about 14 feet. Ollie's on the back part, so he's on the 7th hole, I want to say.
Cantlay is making enough bogeys for everybody.
Screw him.
I had a choice between him and Fleetwood this week, and I went with him. How sad is that? Sad. Very poor decision making.
Abraham! Striping it. Stripe show answer.
You still have Uline on the course, too, although he is making a mockery of this number 5. He's second shot to the dirt outline, 64 yards from the hole.
God damn, Abraham is.
And don't think that Bubba can't put this into the water right here, too.
Oh, we all are aware of that.
So Wallace is safe, Cam's safe. Maybe get JT into the water.
JT's on 18T.
Yeah. Do you think they'll show him?
No.
Who else is in this group? It's Watson,
Bryson.
Horschel, and Bryson. That looks right. Get some Mo. Get in the water. Get in. Oh! Saved by the crust. Where was that for Tiger earlier?
Oh.
Where was that for Seungjae?
Needed that crust for Tiger.
Needed that to go into the water, Bubba. Come on, man. Be a team player. Just holding up. Oh.
Is Bryson still 60 to 1?
I doubt it now. Let's see. Bryson is currently 50 to 1. Same odds as Luke List.
Don't really feel like I can make any ads because I got good positions, and then I'm just dumping money into more guys that won't win.
You got number 1 on the leaderboard. Just see how it goes first.
Yeah, I know, but that's why. And I got Day, so he's an elite player. But I'm just saying, like, some of those numbers. I think those guys at 5 or 6 are very live. The guys at 4 to me could be live. Sergio's on that par 5, Pat. Maybe he can get one, and you could feel good about him.
Oh, Billy Ho gets the friendly roll.
Yeah. What are you so surprised about, mate?
He looks pretty out of it. Let's see what old Ollie is up to. Okay, Ollie has hit it into the fairways. He has a 41-yard up and down.
The problem is one bogey is not enough, but you'll take
one bogey is
you
fine.
know it'll come. Yeah.
I don't expect to get them all back at once. I just need them to get on the trajectory of getting towards the cut line.
Yes. The only concern, though.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from Sergio or Rom here in the past little bit. They're just not showing the shots.
So Ollie, he's hit that shot, Pat. It's hard for me to tell how far he's got left, though.
Can't you just click on it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So he'll have, let me see, I have it open here in front of me. Ollie will have 10 feet for par.
Now, 18's gonna. Well, we've seen actually guys bogey that 9th, but I don't want to watch this.
We're watching Tiger again. How many? If I had to give you an over/under on Golf Channel today, how many times have they showed this Tiger double go into the water?
I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, it makes me sad. It makes everyone sad. Stop showing it. Cantlay just drilled a 41-foot birdie.
Screw him. Is he at the Valspar?
Cantlay?
He like 20 to 1 too, bro.
Let's see. Field for the Valspar, Cantlay. Cantlay is not in the field. The guy doesn't play
He
back
can't play, yeah.
He doesn't play back-to-backs. He's like an NBA player. We're coming down to it now. What's Watney up to? Oh, Watney's in the fairway bunker on number 5. Hao Tong is like out of bounds on the dirt outline on number 15, but he has the par 5 coming up next. Seamus has 21 feet for birdie.
Ollie's got 10 for par.
And those are the guys that we're concerned about right now.
Ollie's got 10 for par.
Oh, Joel Damon's coming back to the field here too. He just went bogey to par 5, then he bogeyed the par 3. So he's at 3 under, coming back into play. Hoagie needs an up and down.
Answer is striping everything. You just hit a bomb.
That was Poulter from earlier. They're doing the replay of all the shots again. Okay, Uline, who's at the only guy at -1, currently has 24 feet for bogey. So if he can double here and get himself out of the mix, that we just need the guys to drop them. We don't need to be concerned with the guys coming up for -1.
We've seen this.
It'd be nice. It'd be coming into this. I didn't think that we were going to get a -1 sweat. Data Golf currently has the probability at 67.4% -1 comes through. Big differentiation between 20 minutes ago when it was 80% -2.
Oh, Seamus is out there with Ollie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the pace of play for Ollie is really slowing him down. Did Ollie make? Oh, Ollie just moved on my leaderboard, so Ollie makes bogey.
So
There we go. So he's a part of the -2 cavalcade now. And what did Seamus do? Seamus parted. He got it up and down. Justin Thomas is in the dirt outline by dem trees on 18. You know, when it goes that way, you have the trees. Patrick Reed should have.
A lot of guys, because you try to bail out on the water, right?
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of guys run, and the fairway is getting a little more crisp, so guys have been running through that. I imagine he's very aware of where he stands, though.
Xander needing a birdie on the 18th, down the middle of the fairway, 342 yards. He has a gap wedge to make birdie to potentially make the cut.
Yeah, you mentioned Hao Tong sort of drove himself into trouble.
Yeah, he's no update on Hao Tong as of yet. He is 167 yards away from the hole in the dirt outline. Again, it could be where Kuchar was. It could be worse. What are the -3s up to? Damon is on the tee on 14.
Oh, Uline's.
Hoagie got it up and down from 42 feet. I mean, even if you look at the shot tracker, it looks like Bubba's in the fucking water. Look. And those are the guys, unless someone melts at
Joel
-1.
Damon, I might have just, he's found some bogeys to sort of.
Yeah, he's at the -3 number
Because
now.
I saw him at 5 not too long ago. Poulter to get up and down.
It's no gimme.
No gimme, but.
Although this probably happened like 20 minutes ago. It did. Poulter already.
Yeah, we'll go right live to his par putt, I assume.
It's not even live to his par putt. He's already
gross.
bogeyed the hole.
Rory,
I blame you.
Don't make this.
Scary guy to be betting against.
Who?
Rory.
Well,
He's a scary guy to have money on because you never expect him to make a putt, but then he goes unconscious and he's the most terrifying guy in the world.
Listen, when you have, I know it's early, but when you have money on guys at the top, you're just sort of hawking Rory's round, if you feel me. Because I have good positions at the top, I'm fixated on every Rory stroke because he scares the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, as he should. He's great. I didn't realize Vegas was 3 under today. What happened to Mullinex? Did he just absolutely implode? Yeah, he did. 3 over for the day. Got to make these on Sunday, Ian. That's all I'll say.
Oh, yeah.
No more lipping out.
78 yards with a wedge.
Who?
Ian
Oh, yeah.
just overshot it.
So Watney's in the bunker. Hao Tong's in trouble with the trees. And Seamus Powers on a par 3. What's this par 3 playing? The third hardest, par 3 8th has been the third hardest hole today. So that's good news because both Power and Ollie are both on it.
Something's probably potentially going to change, but if I had to guess right now, Pat, you'd go with Furyk actually. Fleetwood.
All right, JT had to lay up in front of the green, so he has 25 yards up and down. Now, being one of the best short game players on tour, I would expect him to get it up and down, but crazier things have happened.
Right now, it's looking like a strong probability of an Answer Fleetwood final Saturday pairing.
Hey, ask Tommy. Better than being paired with fucking Keegan.
Yeah.
Although Harmon's still in this. He's on
Harmon
par
is
five right now.
Harmon is still in it. He is on a par 5 as well. Answer still has a par 5 to play.
For anyone sweating Justin Thomas, even if he makes bogey, he actually brings -1 back into play. So he's not dead if he makes bogey by any means.
Fully into play or on the cusp of play?
You'll only take one more person. He would be like the last person I would think would bogey. No, Bubba 10 feet for par here on 17. Just mangled the putt. And he's bound to go into the water on 18.
Dustin must really like this shot.
Dustin's walking after it? I mean, he should like that shot. It's a good shot.
So that's 16. That should be for Eagle. Dustin. Maybe Sergio can do something good on that par
Here's
5.
Bubba's par putt. Oh, I'll bet you he doesn't make this. As someone who's had money on Bubba, no. As someone who's invested a lot of money into Bubba over the years, those are not the putts he's going to make. Ollie, 10 feet for birdie on that par 3, by the way.
The problem is he also just has a 10-footer and then a par 5.
Yeah, but people are not everyone's birdie in that par 5.
Yeah, we saw Brian Gay.
Seamus Power has 30 feet for birdie.
Rory's taken the par 5 with a beast drive.
Hao Tong has 33 feet for birdie. And what's Watney doing out of the bunker here? Watney is 24 yards needs up and down on number 5.
Uline made double, by the way.
Yeah, Uline's ejected. So there's no one at -1. There's not even anyone at the Scheifele and Streelman are the only two guys at even right now that are still on the course. And Xander, unless he jars it from the middle of the fairway, can't push the cut. Joel Damon, is he melting down at all?
He's been leaking oil. I don't know if there's enough.
No, he's leaking oil on this hole too. Joel Damon, 29 feet for par to get back to -2. Need it, Joel. Help us out here. See, it would be much better if we were doing this show and we were actually showing the players' shots while we were talking about them instead of just following Shot Tracker. Wouldn't that be great?
They don't exist.
I understand they don't exist, but that would really be something I think people would be keen to tune into. Unlike what Tim would think. He wants to see replays of Phil Mickelson, who's out of it. Rom to 10 feet?
Yeah, I sort of was in that same spot Fleetwood was on 16. We haven't seen many guys make the 10-footers there, though, in the last hour. Some actually really ugly putts. We saw Rose ugly and Fleetwood in an ugly one. Bjorn Hun, but
Sergio's in this little thing here in the pot bunker. Get it up and down. Something nice. I feel like this is where he was yesterday on number 2. Or get in. That'll work.
So that's
that works.
-5.
Yeah, 5. Sergio can make a
right
charge.
there in the very live range.
Yeah, Poulter can make a charge today.
I am worried Tommy's, those conditions for the leaders tomorrow.
I mean, it may not be anything. Maybe the conditions are easier for the leaders tomorrow.
Well, maybe Tommy can channel his inner Webb Simpson. Which is not something I'm usually asking for, but I'm into it.
Maybe Joel Damon can 3-putt from where he is. That would be even better. What's old JT up to? You think they'd be showing his shot here? Because, I mean, we can't hear what the actual broadcast is because we're talking to each other, and we don't want it picking up through and breaking the law by having it come through our microphones. But I assume they think the cut's like -5 or something because they never know what the cut is. If someone lets us know in the chat, that would be fantastic. But I would think that they think that there's a cut sweat on because it would say the cut is currently -2. Justin Thomas is -2. He needs to get up and down.
They're usually pretty good at that.
They're usually bad at knowing what the cut actually is.
But letting you know, like, guys' weeks are on the line.
What's old Xander up to? Xander missed the green on his approach, so he needs a chip in from 24 feet.
For birdie.
For birdie to get to -1 to have a shot. Nick Watney has 8 feet for par. Miss it, and he's at -1.
Does -1 fully brings MDF in, right?
-1, yes, would bring in, unless the guys just kind of go crazy and start.
Dustin for Egal.
Dead center.
He's just lingering this whole freaking tournament. Seems like anyone, like, outside of Xander, who's the shortest odd to miss the cut? Rose battled, Bryson battled, Ricky battled.
Brooks is on the line right now.
Brooks is at 1.
Yeah, Xander. And he's the most owned guy on DraftKings. Go figure. And I think that the second highest guy to miss the cut is Paul Casey, who's like the second highest owned guy. Cabrera Bello was owned a ton too.
And Cantley.
Cantley not as much because he was in that Molinari Fleetwood range where it kind of got leveled out a little bit.
Wouldn't it be fun for Fleetwood and Molly to win back-to-back weeks? Waha!
No, it would not.
Did Nick Watney make his putt?
Nick Watney
Seems unlikely.
Nick Watney is currently putting. He has 8 feet. Oh, Joel Damon made his 29-foot putt for par to remain at 3 under. What a jerk. He's not helping us at all here. Justin Thomas spun it to 4 feet on 18. So he should be good, and he will have no impact on the cut. Nick Watney has missed his par putt, though, and has dropped to -1. We have one guy left to drop down. T71 the -1s are at right now. Ollie hasn't hit his putt yet. Power did not make it, but he has a tap in with the par 5 coming up.
Bubba's got a big tee shot coming up because that could just...
Yeah, Bubba wants to hook one here. That'd be fantastic. Or if Justin Thomas wants to miss a 5-footer, that would also be fantastic. Abraham Answer gave one back. They only show him when he birdies, not when he bogeys.
Oh, really? You know what this is actually now setting up for? Well, Answer as a par 5, but Rory to get in that final group.
Rory Fleetwood tomorrow? With Furyk and Poulter?
Furyk and Poulter. Although Answer, like I said, he's still got that par 5, but...
Bubba is in the dirt outline on 18. He made sure to keep it away from that water.
He was probably fine.
Ollie missed his 10-footer for birdie, so he remains at 2 under, but he has the par 5 remaining. Although Poulter just...
Poulter crying?
No, it's just bad resolution on that TV because we're streaming it from our computer onto that TV.
Garnett made a birdie to get to 4, which kind of cleared him of...
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to get there, to be perfectly honest with you. I know the odds would say that minus... I'm going to check you what the odds are right now. The odds are 76% by Data Golf that -1 gets there, but with the par 5s that are left on the course...
Yeah, you got Haotong going to 1 now.
I guess if Haotong finds the water, we're golden. Because he's the only guy on the back.
Oh, Dustin.
Or we just need a big blow up from Hoagie or Damon, or I guess those are the only 2 guys. Unless there's someone at -4 who sucks. Scott Stallings is currently at -4. He could make a double. Like, double bogeys are to be had on this hole, especially Kuchar is someone who could push it back if he puts it into the drink on 17. Stallings still has 17 to play.
Here's Rory's second on the par 5. Find the water.
I can't believe Damon made that putt.
Oh, Rory. Stripe show. Rory to tie the lead.
You got to think that pin placement is like back behind the bunker towards the back tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got to bring water into play for these guys. They're lighting up this hole. With the cut line at +2 in the from Cut Sweats on Twitter, Nelson's bot that tweets it out, 5% in the $10 tournament right now. Only have 6 of 6 through. That's with the -2 cut. -1 will boost that up quite a bit, though. Are you ahead of me?
No, I'm looking at the number.
The number of what?
People at minus.
Scott Stallings just went the wrong way.
Oh, he made bogey?
The wrong way for the cut. Here's the Justin Thomas putt.
Did Justin Thomas miss this then? Oh, he did. Thank you, Justin. That is a significant help. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I don't need Justin, and well, he was getting in anyway if it goes to 1. But Brooks getting saved.
That is
There, Pat's smiling.
That is great news.
You haven't smiled like that for a while.
I didn't think it was going to happen. So the cut is now -1. Let's do a quick check back in. Let's see if the cut has moved. Wait for the live ownership here. See if I have more than one 6 of 6 lineup now, which would be nice. We'll open this up.
Oh my God, that saves so many guys.
It doesn't save that many guys. The guys that it saves are Brooks and Hideki mainly. Like, I have Grace, but Grace is like 1% owned. And it saves Chris Kirk for me, who's like 4% owned.
I think they finally showed you the bogey for answer.
Oh, I'm currently only losing $5 in my contest. That's nice. And Seungjae has put an end. Man, if Seungjae had just made the cut, I would have had like 2 decent lineups going at it tomorrow. What a jerk. Maybe Thomas missed this too, to miss the cut. He did not. But good enough on him. He knew what was at stake.
Yeah, so there's not really much other than Nick Watney who can change this.
Ollie in power. We just watched Poulter bogey the par 5.
No, I mean, like, the ones feel pretty safe.
Oh, ones feel safe.
Like, who can change? Like, you're counting on Nick Watney?
Is it Watney? Yeah, well,
And maybe Streelman?
Watney is our biggest thorn right now. Other than that, yeah, Streelman.
Who has a par 5?
Harris English, potentially. Ryan Armour's done unless he holes out here.
Streelman's on a par streak, and he's good at those. So
He is good at those. Bronson Burgoon, if he gets hot, coming down the stretch.
Someone just hit it on 18 nice. That could have been Bubba or somebody.
No, we don't need Bubba to make bogey. I mean, it'd be nice if he made bogey. Then we'd really lock in the -1. Oh, good for you, Phil. Making a putt. Yeah, it's Watney. Watney's the one to watch out for. He has that par 5 left, though, although he's in the fairway bunker here. Another bogey for Watney would be absolutely fantastic. And then let him make birdie on the 18th to make the cut or whatever. It's great news.
Yeah, if you sleep in tomorrow, Justin Thomas will be 9 under when you wake up.
Oh, Hoagie. Bet you he's making this.
What holes are they on?
They're on 17, I think. Yeah, he's on number 15. Power's in the middle of it. Always in the middle of the fairway. I don't think they can get there in 2, though. That Cooch?
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is for birdie or eagle. Not sure how well he played that hole. Dustin's got a really good birdie look on 17. Sergio's got a decent one.
We watched both those shots no less than 3 minutes ago and commented on them.
Yeah, I'm just sort of just recapping anybody of relevance on the course.
Ah.
Cooch to the doorstep. So Rory's got an eagle putt here to get to 11. Doesn't seem much longer than 10 feet, 12 feet.
Come. Maybe Sergio can make birdie here on this hole. That'd be nice.
That'd be a great little bird.
Just get yourself up a little bit.
Yeah. Rory, this is, about 8 feet, it seems. Ooh. Rory hit his ROM to inches. An inch.
ROM to an inch?
An inch. So Rory and Tommy looking like a final
Rory still has to
pairing.
play 17 here.
Right. My luck, he'll stick it.
Surprisingly, Tommy is losing strokes on approach this round. So did Poulter. They both made it up off the tee, short game and putting. It's not a great sign for tomorrow. Furyk killing the game with his approaches. The leaders in strokes gained approach for the day, just round 2. Rahm, Keimer, Fowler, Poston, Horschel, List, Rose, Adam Long, Jim Furyk, Keith Mitchell, Kim and CT Pan, who will be playing the weekend.
%10 make rate for Sergio. I assume that's a tour average. It doesn't really take the individual player.
I can tell you
into
what
account.
Sergio's is. This would be a really cool feature to have handy. But Sergio, if we go into, I think we're using up too much internets here. Trying to get the live stream going, trying to get the contest going. Oh, I'm up to 4 6 of 6s all of a sudden with the cut at -1. That's
In
good.
the 250?
In the 250. That's better.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Bubba here. That looks bad.
And Bubba will be at minus.
But Bubba's going to lock this in if he doesn't make this putt. It'll lock in at -1. That's good news. So
yeah, honestly, Bubba making that putt and
yeah, we got the slow internet going. Let's see, putting. DJ, here's your DJ birdie putt.
it kind of is going to have an uneventful last.
That's okay. We can
half
wrap.
hour.
We can wrap this up then.
I mean, I don't see Bubba making it. Dustin burned a lot of edges early in the day, too.
Yeah, DJ's nails here. Really wish this would load.
That got him to 7 or 8 under. Probably 7.
Let's see, there's my 4 guys in my core are missing, and 2 of them are my highest. 2 of my highest owned guys, Cantlay and Casey. Everyone else made the cut. Sucks that that's the wrong permutations of having it. Yeah, shit happens. Let's see here. Putts 10 to 15 feet. Sergio regularly trades between gaining and losing on putts from that range, by the way.
Yeah, Nick Watney found a green and reg on 50.
But if Bubba misses, it's not going to make a difference. So I'd like to see that if at all possible.
Oh, they'll show it.
Ollie had to lay up on that par 5, by the way.
Well, if he's... might not even matter. He's out there with power, I want to say, as well, playing that par 5.
That Seungjae double bogey on 17 is just ruining my life right now. If he makes the cut, because I think I have him like 30% of lineups, I probably end up with like half 6 of 6s, or like 40% 6 of 6. Damn it. Well, you live some, you win some, you lose some, Jeff.
All right, just reliving Seungjae.
Just reliving no spin Seungjae. And as Drew Matthews pointed out, I saw the comment on Twitter, his hole in one, he had the perfect spin back into the hole for the hole in one. Just couldn't get to grab on 17.
Hole in one birdie finish for Phil.
It'd be awesome if Phil was the one who lost him the bet. I really can't believe I only gave him 2-1. She should have given me 3-1 now that I think about it. Oh, there's already been 2 made.
Yeah, but you're losing half your field.
You're losing half the field, losing half the rounds, and there's probably going to be tougher pin placements on the weekend. Stupid bet by me. Yeah. I've lost $100 on stupider things.
But you've got the power of Tim.
That
working in
is
your
also
favor.
true. And we need to give him some W's here to encourage him to take the bets in the future. The fact that he wouldn't take that Browns-Jets bet is ridiculous after claiming that they would go 11-5. Or the Furyk bet, which it wasn't even with me. It was just, here's the bet. You think the guy's going to win. He's 25-1.
Probably that's the bet thing.
Kuchar. Well, he'll get that birdie. He missed by a third of an inch on the last, and Kuchar's going to move to,
What's Kuchar at?
I think, 4 under, so that'll get him to 5 for the tap-in to play 18. Oh, man. The question is, like,
Did Bubba miss this yet or what?
is Rory super?
Yes, Bubba has missed the putt.
So I think the dream is good.
Yeah, T-1 will be T69, and there are officially Streelman made a birdie.
Oh.
But now there needs to be 2 guys.
Yeah, but Streelman and Watney have par 5s.
How the hell did... No, Streelman's just at even, sorry.
Okay.
So he would need to make 2 birdies. Plus, someone else would need to do something. It looks like Watney has...
Streelman's got like 100 feet for birdie.
Harris English is 15 feet for birdie.
Harris English is 15 feet for...
+1 though, so he's got to do.
Yeah, he needs to go birdie, birdie, birdie. 1 even. Yeah, he needs to go... Yeah, he needs to go birdie, 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 or birdie, par, eagle. Or par, birdie, eagle in order. But no one's reaching that number 9 and 2, it looks like. Outside of like your big, big, big bombers. So Streelman is an enemy of us. But I guess it doesn't really matter with Watney. This is basically locked in. It's -1.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident to say it's over. Who would move it? Watney and Streelman? I don't even think that moves it.
Watney, no, well, Watney's at the number right now. He's at -1. So it doesn't matter what he does. I just like to lose Nick Watney. So Streelman and Harris English would have to come up to move the cut. That's it. Well, like I said, Bronson Burgoon.
Oh, you're fine. It's over.
That's it. -1 is the cut.
What is Data Golf currently saying? Like 97%?
I mean, let's see. They have it at 91%, which seems kind of crazy. It feels like it's 99% if I had to guess.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, they have it 91%.
Did you just answer, just literally hit it like we would?
Perfect. Cursed.
I can't even explain that. Yeah, there's Bubba for the
This is Bubby for bogey. I mean, if he misses this, he misses the cut. Bubba will play the weekend. So we got an MDF coming up. So we're going to lose another at least 13 players to Mari. Depending if Streelman can get there, if Watney holds on.
Who's going to take the biggest fall to MDF? Is it Sawgrass? Somebody's going to fall to it.
I bet you it's going to be one of my guys. I'll say Martin Keimer.
Okay, that's someone. Let's drive on 18. I don't know if we need anyone there anymore. Oh, Dustin. Oh, sexy drink.
Tomorrow on the Pat Mayo Experience, NFL free agency with me, you, Cuss, and Adam Rank from NFL Network joining the show. Oh, yeah, by the way, Sunday night, live show, PME, filling out a bracket. Me, Tim, and Ben Raza. Tim says he's watched some college basketball. I have not, so I'm just going to let them try to decide who I'm filling out for the official Pat Mayo Experience bracket. But that'll be fun. Maybe we'll get some interaction with the chat as well to see how things are going. Have you watched any college basketball this year?
Literally, I sat down to watch that Duke UNC game where Buddy's like shoe exploded. That was like the
Zion?
8 minutes I've watched this year. It'll be a tough up and down for answer now. Wow. Yeah, we've seen a few bogeys on this 9th par 5 in the last hour.
It's not easy. So let's see. What are my 6 of 6s here? Poulter, List, Rose, Fowler, Woodland, Kuchar. Hideki, Kuchar, Woods, Garcia, Kisner, and On.
If this goes in, Ryder would get to the cut.
List, On, Garcia, Fowler, Molinari, Hideki. Kuchar, Woodland, Keimer, Grace, Tiger, Sergio.
Ryder needs that to drop to make the cut.
He needs to make this.
He needs an albatross. Didn't get it.
Oh.
Sorry.
They meant he needed that eagle. That's a nice shot, though.
Beautiful shot.
So I got 4 6 of 6, 9 5 of 6. What's my best looking 5 of 6? Oh, Casey and Cantley, man. Look at this. Look at this one. Poulter, Furyk, List, Tiger, Fowler, Casey. Furyk, Day, Kisner, Tiger, Woodland. Can't wait.
This make rate of 13%, is that like Rory's make rate or the tour wide make rate?
I believe it's tour wide make rate from that range, but that's also nonsense.
Oh,
100% when you don't got money on them.
Oh,
But the thing that it doesn't take into consideration is that they're just judging it like it's every putt from that length. Like, I'm sure that a 21-foot putt on a certain green is much easier than another green. You know what I'm saying? But for Rory, it's 100%.
the live odds are probably going to even be wild now because they're like they give Rory the win always, and
Well-
I'm going to give it to him because I'm a mental midget. Fuck.
Let's discuss the live odds. We have after Rory's birdie on 17, Rory is now plus 150 to win this tournament. Tommy is 3-1, DJ is 12, Day is 16, Poulter 20, Rom 25, Kisner 30, Harman 40. Like,
Sorry, how far did Furyk drop?
Furyk's 40-1 now, so maybe Tim was savvy all along.
Tim's sharp.
Now we
man.
can get in. Maybe, you know what I should do is get in on Furyk 40-1 and watch him win and then rub it in Tim's face. Oh, Si Woo has dropped to 300-1. Shouldn't have jumped at that 250-1 number. I guess with all the big names, the board is just fluctuating up and down.
So Power and Ollie have birdie putts. On 18.
It doesn't really matter what they do.
Just here's Dustin on 18. His trash looks amazing.
Streelman is the only one to watch out for, and he has 2 holes left. If he does not, I guess he could eagle, but he would have to do it, and English would have to do it. English did not make his birdie.
Not that it. Well, I guess it. Not like if you really needed it, but Haotong did not birdie the easy 16th.
Oh, he didn't.
Answer for par.
That's the stupid Joel Damon putt from earlier. There are still guys that could potentially drop back, I guess.
Wow.
Damon's still on the course
What
at
a
-3.
par. What a par, Abraham. So, okay, we've pretty much locked in on groups now, Pat, for the very top.
So the only ones like still left if you're sweating your lineups, Stallings is still at risk to miss the cut. He's currently at -3 right now. He's looking really good, but he could miss if you go into the water. Who's this? Oh, it's Rom. Ugh. Stallings and Damon are both on the course with 17 to play. That's where you can make a big number, or 18 if you do this.
Oh, my God.
Did he get it out? Yeah, that'll work.
So,
And you say Ollie and Seamus both have birdie putts?
yeah, they could be even.
Ollie
in the
made his
house.
birdie putt, by the way. So
Seamus was closer. So it's like official. Rory and Fleetwood, unless Rory like quads, 18. Pat, Furyk and Poulter, Harman and Answer, Kisner and Day, and then I'll stop.
Oh, you know what?
because I'm certain Rom won't birdie this hole, but he could bogey it now.
Pushing the cut to -1 upped the 6 of 6 percentage in the DraftKings $10 from 4% to almost 10%. And 31% of players have 5 of 6. So that's a lot of fun. Actually, I want you to go through these groups for tomorrow with me. Paul, can you bring up the Fantasy National screen for a second? Let's take a look at this. You say Rory and Tommy are playing together?
Yes, so gross, so helpless.
Rory is just killing it right now, and the putting isn't all the way there like it is for everyone else, so I don't love that. Poulter actually looks like a pick-on guy. I don't like to. Someone with money on him, I don't like that. Day and Kisner look like pick-on
Sorry,
guys.
pick
as well.
on like you're gonna play them or
Play against them.
Did Rory just drive it into the trees?
Yeah.
It could be fine unless he might have stayed out of real trouble.
Out of guys that have made the cut, let's go see this. Who's gaining the most strokes putting, but playing the weekend? Bryce Garnett is such a pick-on guy, it's kind of hilarious. He's gained 6.2 strokes putting, by far the most in the field. Him and Vaughn Taylor are not hitting their irons well. Finau is not hitting his irons well at all. Finau is second in the field in
What's
putting.
the Kisner Day matchup tell you?
They're both pick-on guys. We'll see. If you want to narrow it down, I mean, if people are just new to this and they're just looking at this for the first time, I would say it's trending towards the woods too.
Oh,
behind
way
a tree.
worse. Who's that? Sergio? Hope not. Kuchar, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a Kuchar-esque drive. He usually hits
Yeah,
a
but
short
Rory
draw.
hit birdie. Kuchar made birdie. Sergio would be last in the group.
Here's Sam Ryder to get to even. So yeah, if people are looking at this on Fantasy National, the way that I like to do it is look at strokes gained putting, who's gained a bunch, and who's lost in terms of ball striking. So you see Garnett has been minus in the ball striking. He's at -4. Vaughn Taylor, I don't know. Who's Vaughn going to be paired up with tomorrow? Do you know?
Well, now I'm really confused.
What do you mean? They could be showing the shots out of order too.
Fair. I put Sergio in the wrong group is what I did.
Hoagie is someone you might want to play against tomorrow. But it's nice to look at these round 1 to round 2 to see if there's an improvement. And this is a tougher one to live take head-to-heads as well, because a ball in the water can cost you so many strokes on approach that it could be one hole really holding everything back. But if we just look at today, guys like that should go back the other way. Day was kind of bad with his iron. Matthew Fitzpatrick is someone to play against tomorrow. He's at -3. He lost tee to green and gained 3.5 strokes putting. Cam Smith has been bad both off the tee and on approach, gained 3 strokes putting. Vaughn Taylor is someone to pick against. Boy, Tony Finau was bad.
Rom's going to have the Bubba putt for par.
All right. Rom's making the cut either way.
Oh, Serge, don't bogey this.
Martin Laird also looks like someone to pick again. Oh, he already missed the cut.
He's got a nice little up and down from Serge to end the day. Release. Good. All right.
Yeah, he
Very
might
good.
miss that. Guys to play on tomorrow? Keegan. Every stroke that Keegan gained putting yesterday, he bled it all back today
Where did
on
he
the green.
finish today?
He finished +1. He's -6.
Oh.
He's actually looking, like from a ball striking perspective, is actually looking quite good.
Is List play on?
I don't know. I haven't got to him yet. Patrick Rogers looks like a pretty good play-on player for tomorrow. Who's that? Oh, there's
Haotong.
Haotong ejection here. So Haotong's probably going to miss the cut. So it didn't matter anyway.
And now we're like 100%
Yes.
then, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
-1's the cut.
Yeah. Okay.
You can play
A lot
on-
of people really needed that.
You can play on Patrick Rogers tomorrow. You can probably play on CT Pan tomorrow. Wow, CT Pan -2.
How about playing on Siwoo Kim tomorrow?
Yes, Siwoo actually had a nice day putting in with approaches. I'm just looking for extreme outliers here that were either really good putting or really terrible putting, and to see if it comes back the other way. Poston, despite even making that ridiculous putt, is lost 2 strokes putting.
If Rom doesn't hit this,
Louis is a nice play on guy tomorrow too.
Pat, if Rom doesn't hit this par, I believe Mitchell and List will be going out together.
That would probably make List a play on, because I think
Mitchell was unconscious today.
Let's just see. Let's bring up Mitchell. Let's star him. Let's bring up a List.
So Rom bogeys.
Let's star him. Let's show our favorites only here. If that's going to be the matchup for tomorrow, they were almost identical today. Except
Yeah, that is the matchup confirmed.
that's a matchup. They were.
I take it back. If Dustin birdies 18, that would.
List and Mitchell were both awesome today. Like there's nothing. I mean, List could improve putting, but he's Luke List, so God knows if that's going to happen. Losing a stroke, 1.2 strokes putting in a round is pretty typical for him. He might lose even more. So that's a matchup to stay away from. Do you have any other confirmed matchups?
No, because I can't really go farther because that's not totally confirmed. Dustin can make birdie, which would have Dustin play with Mitchell.
Do we know if it's going to be Harmon, Poulter, Answer, or Furyk together? Like, do they do first in, first out, or is it low score here?
No, I believe it's first in, last out. So it'll be Fleetwood, Rory, Furyk, Poulter, Harmon, Answer, Kisner, Day. I can confirm.
So Harmon,
those.
Answer would be a matchup?
Yes.
So Harmon.
And here's Dustin to just finish unconscious.
Man, N was bad today. Anna actually didn't lose strokes putting. Does that blow your mind?
Unbelievable. Go 6 under, losing a sixth of a stroke.
Goes neutral, loses a stroke and a third on approach.
Yeah, so I can go deeper and confirm pairings if you want now.
Okay.
So we finish. So List and Mitchell is a confirmed pairing. Taylor and the Postman is a confirmed pairing.
That's a confirmed pairing?
Yes.
I'm going to play JT Poston tomorrow.
On and Rom.
Yeah, that's a juicy looking one. Poston, who'd you say it was? Vaughn Taylor?
Yes.
I'm sure Poston will probably get the credit, but I doubt that even in a head-to-head he's anything worse than like a -110.
I kind of need to take that back because Sabatini's still on the course. And he could bird. He's on the 16th. But he would have to get to 8 under to ruin that pairing. Just throwing that out there.
Who?
Sabatini would have to get to 8 under to ruin that Poston Von Taylor pairing.
It's all good.
And wow, so that would be on, and I don't know how they order them. Like Dustin and Rahm finished together and had the same score, so sometimes I don't know how they do that.
And listen, this is a made-for-TV event. They just might put the people together that people want to see the most together.
Yeah, they can make their own rules. Kuchar obviously in worse shape than Rory off 18, but I don't know.
Yeah, so if these matchups play out, if it ends up being Poston and Taylor, Taylor's just such a clear pick on guy for tomorrow. And I'm just looking at round 2 numbers of people who are tuning in right up here, just from today. Like Von Taylor was nuts on the greens. That could, I mean, same as Jason Day. Jason Day was, okay tee to green, but he was all putting. If we just sort by ball striking, man, Rahm's ball striking was elite today. Rahm, Mitchell, Rose, Rory, Poston. Your 5 best ball strikers in round 2. Then Fowler and List.
How Rory's gonna... We got to watch Phil, of course.
CT Pan's a play on guy for tomorrow. I'm curious to see who he gets paired up with. Or the problem is that I was even looking for today. There's a couple guys that I wanted to pick against, but their matchup just wasn't offered, which sucks. They should offer everyone in the field, right? Like,
some sites will let you make your own.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I never investigated too much into it.
But there's a site that it'll be a shitty odd though, I tell you. Phil, nice little shot on 18.
If Adam Long can figure out his driver, he might be. He made the cut at -1. He's someone. He'll probably start on the back, so you might be able to get an Adam Long head to head.
Some big names on the Hideki, Brooks, JT on
Grace,
the number,
and Grace and Bubba now.
Rory.
But Bubba and JT were never in danger of missing. It was them who helped move the cut.
Rory's looks like he's just playing out to the wide side of the green here, not taking on any part of the pin.
Are you sure? It looks like you put a full crank into that. He's taking on the pin.
He took that on pretty pimply.
Rory isn't like God mode Rory right now. He's going at everything. Yeah, Patrick Rogers, another play-on guy. Keegan, a play-on guy. I think Stenson missed the cut.
Hopefully Fleetwood's not afraid of him.
I mean, they're buddies. That probably helps.
Honestly, I know this is going to sound like super cheesy and me just like defending the guy. I hate both of Fleetwood's 36-hole leader pairings that he's had the last 2 weeks. They're both on the different ends of the spectrum. Really freaking annoying. Keegan and...
So those are the guys that we were thinking about playing on. Keimer's another one to really put some consideration into. Lost strokes putting today and gained 3.6 on approach. He's -4. He can make a run tomorrow, too. But Pan...
You want to fade Sun Kang tomorrow? Or was that real?
Kang
that was real?
Listen, Kang gained a bunch putting. He shouldn't... Listen, he's probably not going to fire -5 again or -6, whatever he was. But he was doing it through approach. Where he lost was around the greens. And generally, he's actually pretty good around the greens. So 4.2 strokes putting is going to come back to earth. Just like Furyk's 3.6, right? But he gained 2.4.
Tiger will either play with Snedeker or nah.
I mean, is Tiger always a play on round 3? The guy kills round 3.
It kind of seems like it. Haotong to save his cut for the moment.
Does not look like we're going to be seeing Haotong on the weekend.
He'd have to birdie 18 now. Not going to lie. Outside of Tommy, we haven't really seen one.
What? The birdie on 18.
18.
Yeah. All right. I think we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, that's it for me. Rory will make his putt. So,
thank you all for tuning in to the Pat Mayo Experience, Cut Sweat Live. We're going to refine it a bit for the Masters. If there's stuff that you would like to see as a part of this, that'd be nice. You let us know. There are certain things you want us to talk about. There's only certain things that we can talk about because we only have access to so much information. But hopefully some of those play-on, play-off guys for tomorrow do help you out. Jeff, you got a winner?
Tommy Fleetwood.
I'm going to say Ian Poulter can sneak this one out. Coming from -9 in, maybe that birdie or that bogey on 18 is going to propel him. Keep him out of the final group. Probably a good spot for Ian Poulter not to have all that pressure on him coming in. But smash the like button on the way out. Tomorrow, I'll have an NFL show up. Then I'll be live again on Sunday evening, filling out my bracket for March Madness right after the selection show. So I hope to see you there. Thank you all for joining us, hanging out, watching some golf. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Pat Mayo. I'll see you next time.